What's happening, family? Today is a special day. You see, it's jam-packed in here. It's a lot of people in here. Today is a very special episode. We ain't talking about what training camp doing. We ain't talking about what the Jets did or where Hassan Reddick is at. Today is simply old school versus new school. We battled out who we think had the better decade. It's 2000, 2012, and 2013 and 2024. And it's going to be a riot. We got my guys in here. Riddell, the usual suspects. Random. Lonnie, the OG squad. We got my man Trent in here. My guy Mike, a.k.a. Heffy in here. My other guy, White Boy Mike. We got Donnie the Don in here. Deep Voice Josh. And, of course, my good friend I grew up with, Brandon. Hey, man, how y'all fellas feeling today?
Chilling.
That's good. That's good. So we've been having a very heated debate, okay? What has happened is, in this 1 second, guys, they're saying somebody else is trying to get in.
Yeah, who's trying to get in?
I don't know, but what I could do.
Who is it?
Someone has to leave altogether.
How about this? Until Hefe fixes his mic problems,
I think it's JJ. It might be JJ. I don't know.
Well, JJ's not in the group chat, I don't think.
I sent him the link though, because what's the name? I told what's the name people's out.
Who's in here?
So who is it?
It's
not JJ.
Hefe's out, but tell him to come in, and then when Hefe's ready, we'll bring him back in into the.
I bet.
We don't know who it is.
Who it is?
Yeah, right.
It ain't JJ.
It's probably Dev. It's probably Dev.
I was gonna say, it's not Dev.
Let Dev stay over there right now.
All right, then let y'all go ahead and get it cracking.
This is it's not about 2020. It's about Earlie really disrespecting Julio, because Earlie said it multiple times. Oh, Julio not top 10, blah blah. Chris Carter over him.
Yeah.
And my main issue is that Deb, you gotta what's his name? I don't understand why y'all lean towards stats so much when we're talking about all-time guys, because all these guys have great production. Because again, Andre Johnson or fucking whoever y'all, Brandon Marshall doesn't do anything.
I think it's really nice to say I disrespect Julio, but y'all consistently disrespect the niggas that came before them. And here's my thing. My whole thing is situationships, right? If you're not gonna tax a nigga for his situationship, then don't tax the next nigga for his situationship. If you're not gonna tax, and we're not taxing Julio for having a legit Hall of Fame argument quarterback, then we ain't gonna tax Marvin Harrison.
I don't. But hold on, you do that. I don't do that. I don't do the taxing. I strictly go up who is the better player. And when I bring Marvin Harrison up, the first thing niggas say is Peyton Manning. No. That's not true. I said Julio has better hands, he runs better routes, and he clearly has better yak.
How does Julio have? Like, where do you see that Julio has better hands than Marvin Harrison?
I mean, he's literally one of the greatest contested catchers on this motherfucking earth to ever play this game, and he's already short-handed. So that's the case, and he's clearly a better contested catcher than Marvin Harrison. If you're going to say with a straight face that Marvin Harrison is a better contested catcher, or even on the same level as Julio Jones, you're just one that hate on Julio.
Yeah.
Simple.
You hear what you're saying? He's not on the same level as Julio Jones. You hear what you're saying?
Earlie, tell me with a straight face that Marvin Harrison contested catchability is even on the level of Julio Jones?
First and foremost, let me do something quick. I want to be very clear. Julio Jones is listed at 6'4", 225 pounds. Okay, right? Marvin Harrison is listed at 6 foot, 185, soaking wet. When I tell you, in an era of playing 96 to 2008, which was one of the more tougher eras to play in, not only defensive linebacker wise, we talking about safety wise, we talking about we talking about corner wise. For a nigga to be that size, really, and put up the numbers that he put up, there's no way you've seen Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison's not a drop pass guy. So where are we getting from when you think Julio caught a couple passes in traffic? He's sitting on Marvin. You think Marvin didn't catch passes in traffic? You think he was always wide open?
Here's what you're confusing. You're saying that I think he's a clear better contested catcher than him, and you try to make I'm trying to say Marvin Harrison has no hands. No.
Julio Jones, your biggest thing is contested catcher. That ain't arguing hands, my boy.
Hold up. Julio Jones is a top 5 contested catcher ever.
Yep.
On ever. All the
That's
wide
not
receivers
true.
ever played.
That is not true, bro.
That's
How
not
is it
true.
not
Do you watch
How is
Julio
it not
Jones?
true?
Do you watch Julio?
How is
You
it
try to-
not true?
Here's what you get me mad at.
Not
You
true,
always
bro.
try to hit me, Donnie, all the younger niggas that y'all didn't really watch this Marvin Harris. If you're trying to tell me right now, Julio Jones isn't a top 5 contested catcher, you ain't watch Julio.
Yeah, I don't think it's just different. It's a level to it. Marvin Harrison's great.
Hey,
But
Randall.
Julio-
I'm gonna try to upgrade this Jones so we get more people back because I don't want to miss Josh and one of them. So I need to if it pop up again, I'm gonna upgrade it and just have it do it because I want to have as many people to back so I can see who's back there.
No,
here's
I'm
my
gonna leave you.
biggest
I just
thing.
want to say this. After Earlie.
Here's my biggest thing though. When you think about the history of the game and the receivers that came through the game, right? Like you look at me in the eye and telling me that Julio is a top 5 contested catcher. Here's the thing.
Yes.
If you telling me you watching Brandon, wait, let me see this.
Yes.
If you telling me you watching Brandon Marshall tape, there's no way you telling me who is a better contested catcher than Brandon Marshall. There's no way you saying that.
Yes,
Name the five.
Okay, you got
Randy Moss.
Randy, Calvin.
We just need one guy, guys. We need one guy naming this. Trent.
Calvin. Okay, let me think. Calvin, Randy, Julio,
T.O.
Larry.
Nah.
No.
No.
Maybe Des Bryant.
I'm throwing Larry.
That's right now.
Larry.
Donnie, if you didn't say it, I was gonna say it.
I think D-Hop has some conversation.
D-Hop, my fault. D-Hop, what the fuck? D-Hop.
As much as I don't like him, as much as I don't like him, is Michael Irvin not a top 5 contested catcher?
No.
No. Not a low guy. No.
Yo, AJ Green deserves a shout. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, I'm gonna say that.
But here's my thing, Riddell. You see how he just named
What?
Michael
Okay,
Irvin?
Look, no. I'm saying
Ain't no
okay,
way
look.
he named
What
Michael
about-
Irvin.
Yeah, Michael Irvin of all people.
I can't vibe with him on a Michael Irvin.
Let's really
But-
and here's my thing. Not only is Julio Jones the top 5 contested catcher, you take out Jerry Rice in the 90s, he's better than every other receiver in the 90s. He's better than every single one.
Yes.
He's better than every single one.
Outside of Jerry,
Then Randy?
Is he a better
Randy was
contested
in
catcher than Anquan Bolden?
Randy was in the 90s.
receiver though.
Ooh, Anquan Bolden.
Randy played 99.
Yes, he's.
Randy came in 98.
Is he a better contested catcher than Anquan Bolden?
Yes.
Go ahead and act like Anquan Bolden went in. Please do that.
He was. Anquan Bolden was nice.
How about this? Hold up. If we just talking, are we talking just receivers? Because Julio is not a better contested catcher than Tony Gonzalez.
What?
Julio is not a better contested catcher than Tony Gonzalez.
We're talking about wide receivers, not tight ends.
Early.
Hold on, Trent. Hold up. Let Dev cook.
Has Brandon Marshall ever did anything that Julio did to Luke Kuechly? Has he ever done something like that?
Yeah. What the clip?
Hold on, hey, Brandon. Let me school you real quick.
Yesterday, bro.
And I'm a Panthers fan, right? I'm a Panthers fan, right?
Look.
My nigga, we talking about an era of linebackers with Derek Brooks, Ray Lewis, Clay
Luke
Matthews.
Kuechly,
We talking
Patrick
George
Williams,
Porter.
Von Miller.
Like, what are we talking about, my nigga?
Luke
You want to talk about
Kuechly-
linebackers?
Luke
You
Kuechly-
know what I'm talking about, my nigga? You know what Brandon Marshall to go there?
Wait, hold on.
Early.
Luke
Early.
We have the second greatest linebacker of all time, Luke Kuechly.
Hold on. Let Johnny go.
We have Roquan Smith. We have Levante David. We have mad guys in the 2010s.
Yes.
Linebackers that can match them. What are you talking about?
Let Donnie go.
But
Let Donnie go.
Like early,
Let
I don't
Johnny go.
think you understand, dog. Luke Kuechly is the best linebacker of the whole 2010s, and
And it's
no
not
one's
cool.
going to disagree with that. No one's going to disagree with that.
Bowman, Patrick Willis.
He's the best one out of the entire 2010s. He's better than any of them that you can name. He's better than Bobby. He's better than David. He's better than Davis. He's better than all of them.
Luke Kuechly better than Joey Porter. What linebackers you said in 2000s? What else you said?
You said Ray
Ray
Lewis.
Better than Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis.
No,
I don't think he's better than Ray Lewis.
No,
I wouldn't go that
He's not better than Ray Lewis. Who else?
I won't go that far.
So my nigga had to play
Linebacker.
against that. What are we talking about?
Hey, what are you
Donnie
talking
telling me,
about?
Dad tried to tell me because he mauled Luke Kuechly one time. My nigga, you mauled
No,
linebacker.
One
That's
time,
what Dev asked. That's what
One
Dev
time.
asked. But hold on, let's not act like, bro. Julio had to face demons too. Let's not act like he had to face no.
What's the demons?
Yeah.
Here's the conversation.
Legion
What's
of
the
Boom?
demons?
Patrick
Peterson?
Peterson.
Legion of Boom?
Patrick
Okay,
Peterson. Jalen
okay.
Ramsey.
Patrick Peterson, one of the best corners ever.
If you want to talk about linebackers alone, Luke Kuechly, you brought him. He's literally a top 5. He's a top 3 linebacker ever. He had to face him twice a year. He had to face him. Yeah, he had to face him. He had to face him twice a year.
You ain't got to worry
Corners,
about these
Sherman,
linebackers
Pat
taking his
Pete,
head off.
Chris
though.
Harris,
Reggie Sherman.
Josh
Jalen
Norman.
Ramsey,
Patrick Peterson.
Richard Sherman.
Let's not act like
Cam
the 2010s.
Chancellor.
We
Earl
hold
Thomas.
on. Wait a minute. So look,
Gilmore.
in my era, we talking Chat Bailey, right? We talking. And listen, when I name names, do not scoff at niggas because you ain't see him play, bro. We talking niggas like Al Harris, niggas like wait, niggas like Charles Woodson, niggas like Al Harris.
Brian Urlacher.
It was a time when Charles Woodson, Al Harris.
No. But hold on. You're naming guys and you name Al Harris.
Well,
Al Harris is
Revis.
none of the guys I said in the 2010s. Not better than none of them. Not better than none of them. No, not better than none
Should
of
have
them.
said Rondé Barber.
Al Harris.
You
Rondé
named
Barber.
three niggas in a whole decade.
The best of Darrell Revis is in the 2010s,
Okay,
Ronnie.
okay, time out. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. He had to face Revis because Revis was still playing. He had to face Revis because Revis still
Read
playing.
that to me.
Huh? Nigga, what?
He said,
He said,
peanuts.
What, nigga, you see what I'm saying, Brandon? Nigga, what?
Hold on.
What about
Yeah,
Wait,
that
what about?
Charles Tillman,
Hold on. I didn't hear, bro. That's what I said. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
So you have Revis, Sherman, Pat Pete, Chris Harris, Akeem Talib, Jalen Ramsey. He played demons. What are we talking about? Why we in the 2010s? They ain't have that. Because if y'all
Stephon Gilmore, too.
cover
Gilmore.
2 merchant, the fuck I'm not trying to hear that, man. I'm not trying to
Hey,
hear
but
it.
hold up, bro, Trent. Hey, Trent, hold up.
That's a different era, though.
Hold up, Trent. Hold up. So let's be honest, right? We talking about Julio. Julio's first 3 years, Rodney White, but first 2-3 years, Rodney White was still number 1. Now go ahead and tell me the line.
Why does that matter?
Why does that matter? Because he got when you say he facing his Revis. Brandon Marshall actually was in the same division as Revis and faced prime Revis Allen Revis twice a season, nigga. Like, what are we talking about?
Hey, what's
And
your
gave
point?
him work. And gave him work.
Can I get the
Absolutely.
point? What's the point?
Not to mention your nigga. Hold up.
What's the point?
Not to mention your nigga Julio Jones. Again, we not gonna keep not talking about these lack of touchdowns he was scoring every season, dog. Like we're not gonna keep talking about that.
Bro,
You can tell me, hold on, wait a minute. You can tell me a nigga was 300 yards, 250. Nigga, you can still lose by 30. Niggas like Marvin Harrison was 15, 600 yards and 15 touchdowns. What are we talking about?
Early. Let Josh
Go
go.
ahead, Josh.
Okay, first of all, do you know how subjective touchdowns are? Like, you have to understand that teams have different like game plans at the goal line.
Let him finish.
Like, it's so subjective. You have to go and watch the film. That's what we're saying. Watch the film instead of just stat watching. Because when you're stat watching, you're using statistics with no context. Statistics with no context are baseless.
I'm gonna cook this
They don't
shit
mean
out,
anything.
Josh.
At face value.
So Josh, do me a favor then. Name me a top receiver that played in this game that wasn't highlighted in the red zone.
That wasn't a highlight. Well, every
know the
team has
coverages Julio
different
was
game
facing
plans
in
in
the
the
red
red zone. Again, Julio was definitely highlighted in the red zone, but
Do you know the coverages Julio was facing in red zone? Yes or no?
Yeah, that's another
Double
topic.
team,
Hey
triple
guys, so was Julio facing better coverages than Calvin Johnson?
Hold on. You can't scuff at that, Riddell, because
Was Larry Fitzgerald just not getting covered in the end zone?
no, because you have
I
Antoine
don't
Bowden.
understand
You
why
double
he's saying
there.
shit, dog.
Julio
Who do y'all think Julio is? Who do y'all think
Julio
Julio is, bro?
You brought up a bad example. Larry Fitzgerald literally had Antoine Bowden his whole career. You can't double them.
No, he didn't.
Double each other.
No, he
That's
didn't.
a dumb point.
No, he didn't.
no, he definitely.
No,
He
he
was on the
didn't.
Ravens.
No,
Antoine
he
went to
didn't.
the Ravens and
Antoine
the
for a
49ers.
while.
What are you talking about?
No, he
He had
didn't.
Antoine for a while.
No, he didn't.
No, come on. For majority of Larry Fitzgerald prime, did he not have Antoine Bowden? Yes or no?
For his prime,
Had
didn't he
him
go
for
to
the
the
most-
Ravens?
yes,
I
for
thought he
most
went
of
back
his
to the
prime,
Ravens around his prime. Am I tripping?
Antoine Bowden goes to the Ravens
So-
in 2011, 2012.
So Trent,
That's true.
please.
But
So Trent, let me ask you something.
I'll fact check it.
So again, so when you say that, right? Then we taxing? Are we taxing everybody who had a guy on the other side of them? Because Randy Moss had was working for a lot of years.
It's not
Randy
about-
Moss
it's not
also had
about-
Chris Carter for a
it's not
lot of
about
years.
taxing.
Are we taxing niggas for having somebody on the other side of them?
It's not about taxing.
Because
This is what you're
because
doing.
Julio's first couple years, Rodney White was there.
He was also all pro receiver.
And then Calvin Ridley
Antoine
and
was on
Tony
Arizona
Gonzalez.
And then
in
Calvin
2010.
Ridley.
It's not about
In
taxing.
2003 to
It's not about
2010.
taxing. You are trying to
Yeah,
tax.
Julio did
You are
have.
trying to.
Julio had a good receiving
tax
core
Julio
around
for
him.
the
He really did.
touchdowns.
Yeah, Muhammad Sanu as well.
Nigga,
You
talking
can't even
about
tax
Muhammad.
Julio for
Thomas
the
the
touchdown.
new. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
we're talking about Muhammad
Calvin
Sanu.
Ridley.
That's good.
Just like Calvin Ridley.
I'm the only
I don't know
And
about
Roddy White.
Muhammad
Fellas.
Sanu. Roddy
Hold on,
White.
hold on.
Tony Gonzalez.
Let me say this.
One
Hold
mic.
tight. Let me say this. when y'all try to make fun of Muhammad Sanu, understand something. I watch you niggas talk about T. Higgins and talk about Tyler Boyd as being guys on the other end of them. What he's saying to you is that Muhammad Sanu could beat one-on-one coverages. So could Calvin Ridley. Okay. So, that's what he was saying. Y'all trying to scoff at that, but he also has to
This is why I scoff at that bullshit. Let me ask you this, Earlie. Let me ask you this. If we're in the red zone and Julio Jones is my number one and Muhammad fucking Sanu is on my other side, who are you going to double immediately?
Yeah, like what the hell?
Who are you going to double immediately?
Say Muhammad Sanu.
Wait, guys. Can you name me? Can you name me receivers?
Like Muhammad Sanu's a scrub.
Can you?
He's not.
Yeah. Can you name me receivers? Reggie Wayne wasn't drafted until 2001. Marvin Hurst came in the league in 96. For 5 seasons, he didn't have that nigga, and he was still putting up 1,400 yard seasons, 12 plus CDs. Who else out of him?
I'm going to say this again. Why the fuck does that matter when he does nothing better than Julio? All this shit that we're talking about here, all of this shit doesn't mean nothing for comparing player to player because
how can a nigga do nothing better than a nigga but be more productive than him? Not only that, your nigga Julio was a fucking hurt merchant. This nigga stay hurt. He barely played. Your nigga barely played a whole season, dog.
What are you talking about?
Hold on. One thing I do want to bring up is that
generational Julio.
The whole stuff with Julio Jones, I wanted to fact check for myself too. He had a good chunk with Roddy White. He only had like 2 years with Muhammad Sanu, and then Calvin Ridley joined. But one thing I will say, Julio Jones is a dog. The Brandon Marshall. I'm not with the Brandon Marshall one, but Andre Johnson, I feel like deserves more respect in this conversation.
Thank you. He really does.
I do think Hold on. I think Julio Jones' skill for skill is better, but I think Andre Johnson is just as dominant, especially considering obviously he had a worse situation. But if you are basically,
he had Matt Schaub, Trent. He had Matt.
Hold on.
Dominant is Julio.
Trent.
No. You're missing the point. The point is when you're a receiver.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, when you're a receiver that is extremely dominant in your play style, which is not as versatile as Julio. I would agree. Like I'm watching both of them. I think Julio is the better skill for skill. But with Andre Johnson, what he's able to do with his size, his catching ability, and his yak, basically, despite the situation, completely unguardable and dominates consistently. He does everything you need him to do.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He does everything you need to do, and then when you watch Julio, he does everything better. Now, to answer Lonnie's question, Lonnie, you don't say that's a dumbass point to bring up. Are you going to say D-Hop was more dominant than Julio Jones because he had bumps at quarterback with TJ Yates and shit? Are you really going to say it with a straight face?
Andre Johnson's better than D-Hop, though.
That's irrelevant to the question.
Yes, he is, Donnie. What the fuck are you talking about?
He's not better than D-Hop. He's not better than D-Hop.
I love Andre Johnson, but he's not better than D-Hop.
They both had bad situations.
Prime for prime, give me D-Hop.
Hold on.
Donnie, let me ask you something. In all honesty, bro. When I'm telling you that I had no you had to watch D-Hop because you was allowed to watch him, so you had to watch him, right?
And
Can
I love
you honestly, Donnie, fuck everybody being here. Can you honestly,
crazy that there's something called
Donnie? Can you honestly in my eye tell me,
Donnie? I swear to God,
just blatantly say that, bro.
There's something called YouTube. It's crazy.
No, look, Earlie. Listen, wait. Let me ask you guys.
And I watched Andre Johnson. Are you crazy?
Hold on.
So I guess we didn't watch.
There's something called YouTube. You can look it up yourself.
It's a thing called YouTube where you can type up a nigga highlights and look at him and watch him play football.
Early.
Or be me. I've been in football. I'm a coach kid. My dad been in football for man long. Y'all know this. I've been typing Andre Johnson. I know all the niggas that played in 2010s. Just because we're the young niggas, it does not negate the fact that these niggas that came now are better. And again, I'm gonna ask this question.
He might have better highlights, Trent, but he's not better.
I'm gonna ask this question on Lonnie again.
Andre Johnson got amazing.
Lonnie, hold on. I'm gonna ask you this question again.
Some of the craziest plays I've ever seen. He's not better.
Because Riddell said, or whoever said, he was just as dominant as Julio. And then as soon as I stuffed that, you talking about he had Matt Schaub as his quarterback. Let me ask you this now. Do you think D-Hop was just as dominant as
quarterbacks matter though, bro?
Let me finish. Just because he had TJ Yates with him?
D-Hop had a really great dominant career on the Texans. I'm not gonna sit here and act like he did it.
I'm sorry, I don't know how y'all thought you found
in the sense that they're basically unguardable. Like you can't deal with them. They will dominate in any given situation, any given game. I mean, Julio is a good receiver, of course. He's a great receiver. In terms of overall dominance, if all three of them are unguardable, then I don't know what extra thing you want, especially when you add in the context, because you guys like to add in the context all the time for Garrett Wilson. You add in the context that they're all unguardable, utterly dominant, and two other receivers in terms of D-Hop and Andre Johnson are in way worse situations and are still having the same level of dominance.
Hey, wasn't Julio on the field when the Patriots came back 28-3? With Chris Hogan and Julio and Julian Earlie.
No. Hold
up. Didn't have one of the most insane grabs in Super Bowl history. Yeah,
hold up. Julio's supposed to throw himself the ball.
That's a bad take by Hefe.
Okay,
we act like Julio wasn't balling out.
Was he on the field? Yeah, so was the left guard. What the fuck does that mean?
Here's my thing though.
Hold on, where were we going?
You're funny.
Wait, hold on. I don't know. But hold on, Riddell, to go back to your point though, here's the disconnect, and you know, like I know, when we talk about Garrett Wilson too, we talking about who Garrett Wilson's better in plus the situation. To me personally, I don't give a fuck about the situation at all if you're not better than the player. It doesn't matter. It literally does not matter because the player doesn't get better if you go to a team to team. It doesn't matter. DeAndre Hopkins is nothing better than Julio Jones. It's a great thing he did what he did with TJ Yates and them niggas and Tom Savage. But Julio Jones is still the better receiver. So why the fuck
hold on. That's how I feel about Andre.
Real quick. Trent.
For clarification, I have Andre at 15, but I have D-Hop at like 18. So it's not really that far.
All right, Trent, just real quick question. Why do you not want to count situation when Andre Johnson literally walked onto an expansion team?
The reason why I don't give a fuck about the situation in terms of the two wide receivers, I will value it to me if the players are close. I don't think Andre Johnson and Julio Jones are close to wide receivers. So I don't care about the situation. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. Terry McLaurin's situation is worse than Stephon Diggs when he was on the Buffalo Bills. I don't give a fuck. Stephon Diggs still clearly the better receiver, so I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
Exactly.
When you're better, you're better.
Exactly.
Where do you have Andre all time?
Andre top 20. Top 20.
Yeah.
Julio's top 10 lock.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you can 10 receivers better than Julio without lying. I don't think
Earlie's gonna hate that.
Yeah, I have Andre at 15, and I have Julio at like 7.
Here he is.
That's when I look at situations. And I also look at situations like when it comes to narrative based. Like I genuinely believe if Garrett Wilson was on another team, we wouldn't be saying in a world Amon-Ra St. Brown is better than him. We wouldn't be saying that.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Who says that?
A lot of people
say that. A lot of people say that.
It's a general consensus. A lot of niggas think Amon-Ra is better than him. That's what I'm saying. The situation doesn't.
But here's my thing though, right? This is what kind of fucks me up. You tell me that Julio does things better than Andre, right? But
yes.
What do you base the consensus of, honestly? Like when you tell me, wait, let me finish. When you tell me he got better hands than him, how do you determine that?
Okay,
because name me a pass Andre Johnson drop. Name me the traffic Andre Johnson catching too. Name me the quarters Andre Johnson jump on.
But you're evaluating it wrong. That's just that simple. It's not about catch for catch. It's about this. They're both two guys that are sure-handed receivers. The difference is Julio Jones, again, is one of the best contested catches at the jump point we have ever seen to play this fucking game.
So have we not seen Andre Johnson play?
Locates the ball.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that, bro. I'm gonna have to disagree with that. Anquan Bolden got that, bro. Anquan Bolden got that. Anquan Bolden on contested catches, bro. What?
It's not Julio. He's not better than Julio. Anquan Bolden's
tripping, bro. You're tripping. You're tripping.
No, it's not.
The arrows, bro.
Why does arrow matter when it comes to hands?
The arrow matters because the way the rules are, they go more towards the offense than the defense. When back in the day, you could take somebody's head off.
With no flags, bro. No flag, no penalty.
The ball in your hand.
Who was Julio worried about? Who was Julio worried about? Who Julio had his head on the swivel for in his era? Who did he have his head on the swivel for?
He got to worry about Bobby Wagner taking his head off. He can just go
hit hard.
What the fuck? Stop it, Fred. We doing that, Fred.
Hey, I got one person. Hey, I got one person Julio could have been looking out for, and that's Cam Chancellor. That's it, bro.
Time out. Number one, you
niggas talking Troy, Ed, Sean Taylor, Roy Williams.
I'm answering these questions. Number one, when we're talking about hands, that era shit does not matter. Hands is hands, my nigga. That shit does not matter.
We're talking about how good you can
I don't know why era matters. We're talking about
let Brandon go.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you or do you not agree that football is a lot softer now than it was back then? Do you not agree with that?
Is that the only thing that matters?
But does it not matter though? But does it not matter though? But does it not matter?
When it comes to what though? When it comes to what though?
Back in the game.
When it comes to what though?
How does it not matter?
When it comes to what?
I said this is the only thing that matters.
We playing flag football now.
That's not true. No,
bro, you can't even do it. Bro, you can't even do it, bro.
No. This is why I say this. No. When it turns about DBs, that shit was predicated to defense back in it because all y'all niggas do is just hold and shit. Now in today's game,
now all niggas do is hold and shit.
Trent. You just avoided my question.
Did he not just say, Earlie, did he not just say, Earlie, did your man not just say, oh, back in the day, you could take a nigga head off? Did he not say?
So how about this?
Let's simplify.
Hey, let's simplify it. Let's simplify it, right? Let's just simplify it, guys. Can we not say that era, that 2000 to 2012, didn't have better defense? Was defense not more predicated than it is
Earlie,
now?
you just caught you guys.
What niggas play defense in today's game, Fred?
No. Let me talk.
What team really play defense?
Random, just
They got these good defenses, dog.
Can I ask a simple question? What the fuck does an era have to do with niggas having better hands with each other? Explain that right now.
Hold on, can I
hold up. I'm muting people. Everybody chill.
If you telling me, don't mute me.
Early answer the question.
If you telling me just because Andre Johnson, if you telling me that you don't think Andre Johnson can do anything Julio did, you out your
can't run routes like Julio. He can't run routes like Julio.
You didn't see him.
Hey, chill.
Yeah, let me grab it. Okay, so there is one thing I agree and disagree with what Trent said. So when it comes down to the hands part of Andre and Julio, I think the hands are very similar. Now, the difference between Julio and Andre is Julio can jump out the building. That's the athleticism that Andre doesn't have. He doesn't have.
Wait, let's chill, y'all.
Hold on. I got another thing. Hold on. I got another thing.
Early, let him go.
I got one more thing. This kind of goes into B's point too, because the athleticism helps Julio. So contested catching plus athleticism, yeah, but hands, I think they're similar. But what B said is very valid, because when it comes down to the rules and what they're allowed to do, I think someone can make the argument that people would take more risks now because of the way they are able to hit receivers versus back then they would have to be more wary of the big that they're about to take. I do think that is something to take into consideration, because if you know that you're not going to get as terrible of a hit as someone like, I mean, this is an exaggeration, but like an Antonio Brown with Vontaze Burfict, when you know that you're more than likely not going to take that type of hit, you can kind of let your body kind of go for the ball a little bit more. So I do think I'm gonna go for quick and I'm out of here. I'm letting Mike go after me. Even this, right? Let's be honest. If we're being honest, right? In this era, right? When I watched teams play 2012, right? The quarterbacks that threw for 5,000 yards was so fucking like nowadays. Everybody throw for 5,000. Back then, if you threw for 5,000, niggas was like, damn, you're on that route. Does that matter? Quarterbacks were better now than it is in 2000.
That's like saying Pat Mahomes better than Brady, bro.
Okay, wait.
That's like saying Pat Mahomes better than Brady. They played in two different eras, bro. They played in two different eras, bro.
I'm saying to you this though.
Early. Hold on. Hefe.
I thought Michael was good. Let Michael go.
That's what I'm trying to get to. Okay, Hefe, save that because we'll talk about that afterwards. But Michael, go ahead.
My question is to everybody who is saying that it was easier to play offense now, what does that mean for the defense back then? So does that not mean that it was easier to play defense back then? And that's the problem, is you guys want to have your cake and eat it too. You want to talk about how it's way easier for offense players to play, but then you want to say Ty Law is better than Richard Sherman. It's like, what the hell are you guys talking about?
Please let me get it. Please let me get it. Please let me get it. Please, So that's like saying it's easier to run a slant now because they 10 yards off, and back in the day they was playing in your chest. It's a big difference. It's a big difference as opposed to how they run and bump and run now to how they was running bump and run then. So fuck no. You watch Ed Reed play midfield or line up on the line of scrimmage and make a play 20, 30 yards downfield. It's a huge difference, bro. These dudes now they can't even mimic that type of athleticism, bro.
All right, bro.
It's not even the same. It's not even the same, bro. It's not even the same at all.
What does that have to do with that?
I'm saying defenses then were far better than what they are now, bro.
I'm about to start mute mics now. Let Trent go.
Okay, here. And I just realized I should talk about this. We're acting like Julio Jones played in the 2020s. Julio Jones played smack dab in the 2010s when niggas still getting their head knocked off. So I don't know why.
And he wasn't as productive in his first 2 or 3 years. So let's talk about that, nigga. He ain't got for the 30 more years. Meanwhile, AJ came in the game.
Come on.
We talking more about AJ Green than we were.
He got off as the game started to change.
It's a simple question.
You have no idea how good Roddy White was.
It's a simple question.
Roddy White was a cold monster, bro. Roddy White was a cold monster, bro.
Come on. Let Trent get 15 seconds to cook, 30 seconds to cook. Trent, you got to cook.
Why the fuck this is first three? Hold on. Why the fuck this is first 3 games matter when Julio Jones and AB 7 years straight can go band for band with every fucking receiver that played in today's game? Every receiver all time, there's 7 year stretch they played in the mid 2010s when they were still knocking niggas' heads off. Why does that matter? Are you dumb?
No, they weren't.
What are you talking about?
Vontaze Burfitt.
They wasn't knocking. Ron Chester wasn't knocking niggas' heads off.
Bro, Rodney Harrison's career was done because they changed football, bro. Rodney Harrison's career ended because they changed football, bro. That's real talk.
Nigga named Vontaze Burfitt.
Antonio Brown's career ended, bro. He got CTE.
That's nasty.
Vontaze
I'm not
Burfitt
gonna
wasn't
I want to come back, Donnie. I want to come back Mike's statement, right? Y'all said it cook, right? You said, Donnie, and you said, Mike, that defenses, it was easy to play for them back then. The whole argument we're having, Mike, is that offense gets off more in this era than they did back then. What we're telling you is that defense, What we're telling you is that defenses had more to have in that era. So the niggas who was productive, it shows how great they were. That's what we're saying, my nigga. So we tell you, So we tell you a nigga like Brandon Marshall, a nigga like Andre, they put up 1,500 yards in a time. Nigga, you understand that Marvin Harrison was putting up 1,700 yard seasons in 2002, 2003? Like, this is what we're saying to y'all. What we're saying is that for a nigga to do it back then, again, we see niggas that ain't on shit get 5,000 yards. We see niggas that ain't on shit get 45. We see niggas that ain't on shit get 45. I just watched. And y'all say he's some shit with Sam Howell. I watched Sam Howell throw for almost 4,500, right? Nigga, the top of the top was doing that in that time because of how the defense was. When Peyton Manning had a 4,000 yard season, you said, God damn, Peyton had a 4,000 yard season.
Bro, again, you're using stats with no context, bro.
Yes, that's what
you got no context. 5,000 yards, right? And you got a nigga like 1,700. I guess he would, nigga. I guess he would.
Number one. The QB
Andre was giving you 1,600 yards and fucking Matt Squire was throwing for 3,600 yards. That's half of his yards, nigga.
Wait, hold on. Number one. The QBs in the 2010s to now are, as a overall group, are clearly better than the 2000s.
Are they clearly better? Does it help the offense easier?
Hold up. Hold up,
nigga. What are we talking about? The Brady rule went in effect in 2008.
Early, zippy.
When he got his leg fucked up.
Hold on. This is my point. I think bringing up niggas throwing for 5K now is kind of dumb because, again, the QB position evolved. When you're talking about the overall 2000s, besides fucking Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, the rest of the quarterbacks in the 2000s is in. It's in. It's literally in.
But is that not because the defense they had to go against was crazy?
No, that's not true.
Can I say something real quick?
Hold on, Dad. Hold on.
Hold on. Let Lonnie go, then you're next, Dad.
Really not true.
The D-line was so violent back then. What are we talking about?
My quarterback's careers was getting ended, bruh.
Niggas like, boy,
hold on. Wait, time out. So D lineman wasn't violent in 2010. Shut the fuck up.
How many can you name?
Name a D lineman. Name a D lineman since the early 2000s.
What are we doing? Early?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hold on. Hey, this how it's going. It's gonna go Lonnie, Jeff, then you, Donnie.
What this nigga's talking about? I'm gonna mute my.
In that era, nigga was going at niggas' legs and everything, dog.
Earlie, do you not remember Alex Smith? Do you not remember Alex Smith?
Earlie will come back. Donnie, hold up.
And what happened to Alex Smith?
Hold up.
Exactly what happened to Alex Smith.
Hold up.
No, I'm glad you said going at niggas' legs because B said that Burfitch wasn't like that, and so I decided to look up his history because he wasn't no top 10 linebacker, but when it comes to taking niggas' heads off and doing dirty
linebacker,
plays,
win. Name a year.
Win. I got the list. All right, so
now we won't talk about taking niggas' hands off. We can talk about Rodney Harrison, bro.
All right,
I would start meeting people until Lonnie gets
better than Luke Kuechly. He was better than LeVar Bowman. That's what you're telling me. He was up there with them niggas. Please tell me that.
Lonnie, say your point.
I'm saying in terms of hurting people, taking niggas' heads off. That's literally what he did. So 13 fined $10,000 for hitting somebody in the groin, and then another $21,000 same game for hitting defensive receiver. October that year, spearing a defensive receiver. Next year, twisted Cam Newton's ankle and Greg Olsen's ankles, got fined $25K for that. 69K penalties for trying to take out Big Ben's knees. $50,000 for hitting a defensive receiver in the chin. Suspended 3 games in January the next year. $500,000 for a headshot on Antonio Brown. We all know that shot. $75,000 for stomping on LeGarrette Blount's dick.
Lonnie, let me say this, Lonnie, because I don't want you to name no more shit, right? So all that shit you named, right? Niggas like Rodney Harrison, niggas like Roy Williams, niggas like Troy Polamalu. There's a lot of niggas there's a lot of niggas who played in the era from 2000 2012, right? That did the same shit you named, but there was no penalty for it.
Exactly.
Wait, are we not going to act like in this era? It was a time where literally it's called, let me go. It's called defensive fucking receiver. Defensiveless receiver. There was no such fucking thing. If you didn't have your hand on the swivel, niggas can take your shit off. Nowadays, if you hit a nigga and he not seeing you, that's a penalty, nigga. In my era, that's what niggas love to do.
Wait, let Jeff go.
That's my point.
Jeff go.
Does that not make the safeties more softer? The corners more softer?
Early,
the linebackers more softer?
I don't want to mute you again, Early. Let them go.
Early, I'm saying early. That's my point.
Lonnie, hold up. Let them go.
Doing that shit
nonstop. You go right afterwards.
During the time,
you just named one nigga. I can name 15 niggas in my era.
Lonnie, Early, chill. Dev, go ahead.
All right. Before I'm gonna address my point first, but here's the thing. First of all, Julio didn't play in his 2020s era. He played in the 2010s, so that's a mute point. That's a dumb logic. That's very.
It's not a mute point, nigga.
Right.
Because again, he didn't start
early. I'm not done. Listen, I'm trying to not cuss. Well, here's the thing. You say Julio has been productive. This nigga, his first year had 900 damn near K before he got hurt. Then this nigga had a K his second fucking year. Then his third year,
on the other side of him?
Early?
6 years straight. 6 years straight. That nigga had 7 years in a row. That nigga Julio for 7 years in a row had 1,500 yards after he came back from his third year.
Man, name them seasons, man. Name them seasons, little nigga.
Okay, you want to name
2000. All right. He came in 2011. He had 900 yards. 2005, and then the next year he had a K. The third year,
Roddy White on both sides of him.
He had 500 yards before he got hurt. Then 7 years in a row, he had 1,500 yards plus.
And what was them years? What was them years?
2014.
2011, 13.
2014 to 20.
From 14 to like 18. From 14 to like 18.
So you telling me from 14 to 18 the league wasn't starting to open up as niggas doing whatever they want in the backfield?
He was doing
getting tagged. The defense wasn't getting tagged.
Wait, come on. Bro, Julio played against let's not act like Julio ain't playing against 2 top 5 defense in the fucking era. Like,
and only that, no other receiver was doing that. There's only.
What the fuck are you talking about? You sound stupid.
But hey, look, Trent, when you say that, Trent,
he didn't play against him every game, though.
What did he do against them?
He didn't play against him every game.
Halfway, let
What
him
did he do
go.
against them?
Nigga, he was stupid against Legion of Boom. He gave Richard Sherman crazy work. What are you talking about?
You name
What did they? Are you talking about when he had Tony Gonzalez, bro? You talking about when he had Tony Gonzalez?
Tony Gonzalez was like in 2011.
And random. Here's my last point. If multiple receivers was doing that, what he was doing, nobody else was doing what Julio and AB did. There was the only 2 people in NFL history doing that. That's why it's a mute point. That's like when James Harden averaging 35 or Jordan in his era averaging 30. No other players in the era was doing that. Nobody.
1,700 yards in 2003, Dan. What are we talking about? Michael Thomas did that shit for 3 years. Julio and AB did it for 7. The fuck are we talking about?
The majority of it.
Because Marvin Harrison went 9 straight years with 1,200 yards or better. So what the fuck are you talking
about?
All right, Dev. Wait.
What are you talking about, nigga? He's Brandon Marshall. Another nigga, Brandon Marshall, 8 straight years, 1,200 yards or better, nigga.
Early. Hold on, yes, guys. All right. Yeah, hold on. Which is better, that or 7 straight years of 1,500?
Thank you, my fucking.
He didn't give you 7 straight years of 1,500. Hey, Dan. You lying? You lying? You lying? And you about to get booted for lying.
How is he lying?
He didn't give you 7 straight years of 1,500.
I'm gonna have to respond to that.
Hold on. I want to bring up one more point because niggas are talking about the safeties and the Harden era. Let's not act like Julio didn't face one of the biggest hit, the hardest safeties hit ever. Cam Chancellor.
Okay, Twitch.
He should have brought this up, bro.
Let me finish. 5 niggas in that era. Niggas like Harrison Smith were knocking niggas' heads off. Cam Chancellor was knocking niggas' heads off.
Harrison
Smith is nice.
Hey, Earlie, let him get the ball, bro.
We're gonna disrespect.
We talking about hard hitting, right? We think Harrison Smith over Brian Dawkins? We think Harrison Smith over Brian Dawkins?
Last game.
You said
no, Brian Dawkins.
Harrison Smith over Brian Dawkins?
No.
Never. Let me finish. We think Harrison Smith over Roy Williams?
No, I'm saying wait.
We think Harrison Smith over Ed Reed?
No, nigga, duh.
Are we even taking Harrison Smith over Lon Landry?
That was never the debate. Like, what are we doing?
You talking about?
I'm gonna give you one brother and Cam Chancellor because I know
Why is Harrison Smith in this conversation?
We had 7 niggas
Harrison Smith in this conversation.
Wait, Lonnie, here's my point. This is my point. I brought safeties up.
7 niggas that did that same shit.
I brought safeties up. Wait, time out. Lonnie. Wait, time out, Lonnie. Lonnie, I brought those safeties up and linebackers up like fucking Boo Kuechly, Patrick Willis, Navarre Bowman, and niggas is hitting. This is a fucking mute point. These 2 eras was really hitting the mid-2010s. We're not talking about the 2020s. We're talking about the mid-2010s. Niggas were still getting hit. Niggas were still getting knocked the fuck out. Let's not act like that shit wasn't happening.
You're not going to make the game change, Trent. You're not going to make that Trent.
Hold up. It doesn't matter who gets knocked out more or who gets concussed more because niggas still getting knocked the fuck out. It doesn't matter.
It do matter. When you go through a 16-game season and you got to worry about at least 9 niggas in them 16 games that's gonna take your fucking block off. That matters. 2 niggas in the whole season. And now you get an extra game. You get an extra game.
Early.
That's 2020s though. The extra game is 2020s.
Okay, hold on. Before what's his name? Before Brandon, you blow the whistle shit, I have a simple question for Earlie because let's really talk about it here. Let's not be oblivious. Let's not be dickheads about the situation. You're going to tell me with a straight face The mid-2010s, niggas wasn't thinking about knocking Julio's fucking head off.
What I'm gonna tell you is that what I'm gonna tell you. This what I'm gonna tell you. I just want to tell you. Even if a nigga thought about it, in the mid-2010s is when it started to literally when the penalties started to really elapse to where even if you wanted to, you couldn't, bro.
Hey, no, we didn't.
Where my stat? Hey, who need to put up a computer, bro? Hey, let me know.
I got you. What do you need? What do you need?
I need a computer.
What do you need?
I'm gonna tell niggas exactly when rules came in effect. And
I'm looking it up early as we speak. So go ahead.
While you do that,
I need another receiver. I need all that shit. Give it to me now, Paul. Random. I need that now.
This is how you
Before
know
we move forward. What year did they implement a blind receiver? What year was that?
And this is how you know, chat. These niggas just want to talk about anything.
What year they implement leading with the head? You can't lead with the head.
Hold up. This is why I say, chat. These niggas will try to say anything and everything to try to discredit what the fuck Julio Jones and AB doing and what they did. Because we say all this shit.
You know everybody arguing with AB. So stop that, nigga. All I'm saying is that y'all niggas fight for Julio and his bad bitches in the club. I'd rather y'all fight for DeAndre Hopkins. I'd rather y'all fight for AB. Y'all fighting for Julio. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Hold up.
Stop it.
Hold up.
Stay injured. They never won shit.
Early.
Like, what are we talking about?
Early, hold up.
Hold
on. He's a wide
receiver. I'll finish. Because
Fitz never won shit early. You're going to talk about that?
Here's the
Andre Johnson never won shit. You're going to talk about that?
Literally, what do you mean?
Yeah, Andre Johnson had to have a situation where he could have won shit, Donnie. You want to talk about that?
He's a wide receiver. How the hell can he control that?
Here's another.
Hold up.
Some people have
everybody, hold up. I don't want to mute everybody, but
I'm being nasty.
Say this to answer Earlie's question.
I had to be nasty, Donnie.
Early to answer Earlie's question, the defenseless receiver rule was implemented in the year of 2012. But hold up, early. But let's not sit here pretend.
You about to be a sucker, random? You about to go? You about to go against me? You about to go against the?
Hold up. Early, I'm just disseminating the information. Since
what about helmet to helmet? Helmet to helmet.
Come on.
Leading with the helmet.
Since 2005, the NFL has had a marketed change in how
we going market
ruled. No. We're not saying market. It's just that the NFL has clearly put an emphasis in player safety since 2005. So if you're going to penalize the 2010s for being weak, you should do the same for the 2000s. Because remember,
y'all be hearing
early.
What you doing, man?
Early. Hold up.
He's being objective.
Wait, helmet to helmet early was in 1996.
And also
helmet to helmet.
No. Leading with the helmet. Leading with the helmet.
And this is why I say these niggas is doing anything to try to discredit Julio. And this is why I call picking and choosing. Niggas is literally trying to tax Julio for playing in the 2010s in a weekend era, but y'all don't do that to Antonio Brown. Y'all don't do it to AB at all, who had the same shit that Julio did, and they played at the same time. Y'all don't do it to AB. Does anybody here think Julio's better than Antonio Brown? That's not the point. That's not the point.
Raise your hand right now.
Hold
on.
You know what we're not. You know what's crazy, Trent? The reason why we're right here, if you niggas said AB, this would be a quiet show. None of us are fighting AB.
Right.
You're fighting. My whole point is this better bitches in the club. You keep telling me these ugly bitches in the corner. It's not the point. No, she's not.
That's irrelevant.
AB was a bad bitch. We're not arguing that.
I got the leading with the helmet rule. That was in 2008. That was in 2008.
Real quick. You said from when?
2008 was the leading with the helmet rule.
So think about this. Not only did Julio have blind receiver, he also had leading with the helmet. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. You're telling me that nigga was trying to take his block off when they literally could not take his block off because they were just fine.
To finish my point, so I say
you lied though. You said middle 2010 niggas was taking niggas' hands up. You lied.
You know who else had Earlie with the helmet? Brandon Marshall.
Early. So I say y'all trying to do anything.
Who else had Julio with the helmet? Brandon Marshall.
I don't give a fuck if AB was better than Julio. That's not the fucking point. Nobody in here is going to tax AB for the stretch that he did, and he played in the same fucking era as Julio. When you are literally taxing Julio right now for the helmet shit, this and that, blah blah. Nobody's doing AB. Nobody's taxing AB. So why the fuck are you taxing?
Watch how I kill you. Watch how I kill you. Everybody be quiet, right? When we came into this argument, you said Julio Jones was the top 10 receiver. Everybody in this whoa, nigga. All 10 of us think AB is the top 10 receiver. The whole point of this argument is us telling you that what you're saying about Julio is not true. So why the fuck we argue about AB when we agree AB is good?
That's not the fucking point, Earlie.
Why we have Earlie, let Trent finish.
Why we not listen? Earlie, it does not matter if Julio Jones is not better than Antonio Brown, because I think Antonio Brown is better. My fucking point is, you niggas is trying to tax Julio Jones for the era he played in the 2010s and trying to bring up the helmets, this and that, and Corey's knocking niggas' heads off, but y'all don't do that for Antonio Brown, nigga. That's the fucking choice.
No, but Trent, did what you did, how you backpedaling, Trent, because that 2012 fucked you up. Wait a minute, here's how you backpedaling. Because that 2012 fucked you up. I see your stuff, but it's okay. Here's what I'm telling you. What's so crazy about it is that this, right? When we bring up Julio again, the reason why we don't argue,
you don't want any more?
We don't argue about AB.
I just have nothing to say.
We know what AB did. We know what AB did. We know what AB did, right? The reason why we argue is because you niggas, again, if you, and that's the whole point though. If you say AB is good in this person or AB can compete with Larry Fitzgerald, I promise you we're not gonna argue you. You niggas speak of Julio as if this nigga walked earth and floated, my nigga. As if this nigga walked on water, cured the sick, and turned water into wine. You telling me shit like he better? Wait. You telling me shit like he clears Andre? You telling me shit like he's a way better receiver than Marvin Harrison? You telling me shit like he's on the same level as Larry Fitzgerald? That's why we having an argument.
It's
better business in the club.
Okay, and the reason why we also having this conversation because it's niggas like you who try to discredit Julio and try to bring a fucking Brandon Marshall being better than Julio, being the same, bring a fucking Steve Smith being the same conversation.
Hey, Brandon.
Brandon Marshall basically not playing the same era as Julio.
2011.
No, he did.
Brandon Marshall was part of 2011. In 2011, when me and you were, when these niggas was 7, right? In 2011, when he came into the league, right? Who was the receivers we argued was going to be 1-for-1?
AJ?
We were clearly talking about AJ Green. Fucking Julio wasn't even in the conversation.
But who did I root for? Who did I root for?
You rooted for Julio.
How hard did I root for Julio?
Fucking as hard as I rooted for fucking AJ Green.
So my thing is this. So you talking to a nigga who absolutely fucking love Julio. Come out of college, man, this nigga was going. Me and Brandon had bets on money bets about who would have a better career, my nigga. And when so Julio was my guy from Alabama. I love Julio. The fact that a nigga like me is coming to y'all telling y'all that I love Julio. I'm not saying he ain't shit. I know Julio is a dog. But when you stop putting him in top 10 conversations, he's better than this Hall of Famer. And you know what? That's why I get nasty.
You know what's the point so stupid?
Early. I have a question though.
Hold up. Early and Trent. Hold up, guys. Trent, get this off. This is the last thing.
You know why I think this point is so fucking stupid? I can literally call my brother right now, who's in the same age realm as y'all, talking about college prospects, sounds a fucking jit. I've been watching these niggas all my life. Me, you bringing up, you trying to root for Julio? Who gives a fuck? That doesn't matter to the case. We talking about all-time players. That's literally irrelevant. We're talking about them when they have an NFL career. I don't give a fuck who you rooted for. That doesn't matter in this situation. The fact is, you trying to sit up here the fact is you trying to sit up here and lie about Andre Johnson, just trying to discredit Julio. You niggas trying to lie about Chris Carter, trying to make him say he's better than Julio. When y'all know damn fucking well he's not better than Julio.
We said all-time receiver, my man.
All time, he's top 10 lock.
How is Julio top 10 lock?
Yo, that's crazy. Yo,
hold up. We are not doing that again. Riddell, Michael, then Josh, you will go last, and we will end this. We will end this.
You know, I'm not as high as on Julio as some of y'all are, of course. I think at the very least we got to recognize, yes, the era does matter in terms of like penalties and all that stuff. If you want to use that, if that's part of your conversation, that does matter to an extent. But what also needs to be taken into consideration is Julio, his skills are like that. Like he's a contested catching demon. His hands are amazing. What makes all this kind of come full circle is he's athletic as hell. He is athletic at 6'4". That is why Julio is able to do what he's able to do, and he's actually a really good route runner as well. The dude, one thing that hold
on. He definitely is.
Hold up. Then we'll say this after. Let Riddell finish. God damn it.
One thing that some I think Dev and I think Trent agreed that you guys were talking about in terms of like what they did in the 2010s. I feel like that is a little bit misleading though. Julio and Antonio Brown are like that, but I feel like some of the receivers could have had similar type of dominance if it wasn't for either situation or injury. Like Odell Beckham, I feel like could have had that dominance. AJ Green, I feel like could have had that dominance.
Yes. Steve Smith,
like other receivers that could have had the same level of dominance.
You can even say
but
Josh
they just didn't have the same level of consistency and situation, and they were healthier. So I think that's something to point out.
It's against the law, bro. What do you want me to do about that? Hold up, let Michael go. Go ahead, Michael.
So one question for people against Julio Jones. I want you guys to name 5 receivers that had a more dominant 6-year stretch than Julio Jones did since 2000. And okay, whatever. But hold on a second. All right, no. Someone else. I forgot to say that. But yeah, that's the biggest question. What? Name me 5 receivers that had a more dominant stretch. Oh, my other point. So Earlie literally said a big reason why he thinks Chris Carter is better than Julio Jones is because of injuries. So how are we not talking about that now?
I didn't say that.
We just brought up you did. You just said Julio.
I think he's a better.
You were slandering Julio for injuries. You just
he's a better all-time receiver because of his production and what he did with his ability. That's why.
Let's talk about football, right?
His production.
Trent, hold on 1 second. Let Josh go, then you can go. Josh, go ahead.
I bet. So here's my thing, right? When you look at peak for peak skill set, you're examining route running, separating at all 3 levels of the field, hands, ball tracking, after the catch athleticism, all of that. There's no way you're telling me that Julio Jones doesn't have a top 7 peak of all time. Like, and plus, the longevity argument's dead because we all
can have a top 7 peak.
Let me finish. Let me finish,
Early.
You're right, John.
The longevity argument is dead for the sole reason that we all collectively think so highly of Antonio Brown. So when you look at peak for peak skill set, Julio Jones clears every receiver besides like 6. So what are we doing? You better have.
But here's the thing, though, Josh. Here's the thing, though, Josh. When we look at what you did as a totality, right? Antonio Brown not only has the numbers and the productivity, right? But even then, ain't nobody. I'm not taking Antonio Brown top 5. Antonio Brown top 10 for sure. But that's the thing. In order for Antonio Brown to be top 10, what he did and what he put up, we praise, right? Julio Jones don't have the same productivity as an Antonio Brown.
He literally does, though.
That is not true. That is not true.
The numbers are not.
He literally produced the same as
Don't let him finish, bro. Let him finish.
Why are you lying?
The numbers are not. Hold on.
You literally lied to all of us.
The numbers are not only not the same because the numbers are better, right? The Brown's numbers are better. We're also talking about a guy who, in his time, right? When we speak on Julio, his productivity and what he does, a lot of things that y'all gaze at
before you go off.
Is his physical ability too. I don't know about y'all, but it's my example, right? I don't know about y'all, but it's a reason why Spud won a dunk contest because watching a nigga 5'6" dunk was crazy. Watching a nigga 5'10", 195, 185 pounds soaking wet do the same thing a nigga 6'3", 225 could do.
Brick Ryan, amazing. Brick Ryan.
Super athletic. Trent, hold up. Trent, before you go,
because he's athletic free.
Lonnie, hold up. Before you go, I have Earlie.
Every nigga.
Earlie. That's Randy Moss.
Hold on, Randall. That's Randy Moss. Tax Calvin Johnson.
I need people so I can get this off. I have Antonio Brown and I have Julio Jones's stats lined up. Antonio Brown played 146 games, had 928 receptions, 12,291 yards, and 83 touchdowns. Julio Jones played 166 games. He had 914 catches. He had 13,703 yards, but he only had 66 touchdowns.
That's literally producing the same. And the only reason Julio has more games because he's still playing out for the Eagles. If you cut the time frame from their peak to peak,
if you probably cut that time frame, it's probably the exact same, but AB has more touchdowns. So he literally produced the same way. They literally had a
You telling me 20 games? 20 games?
Bro, the peaks are similar.
You want to know why the touchdown only is
He's played 21 games in the past.
You niggas is listening with your mouth instead of your ears. I literally said the only reason why Julio has more games played is because Julio is still playing for the Eagles right now in the Titans. If you cut those, if you have their peak seasons, that 7-year stretch that they both did the same exact years because they had it cut at the same exact time. If you look at the cutoff and you take them games out, the stats are literally identical. AB has more touchdowns. He still produced the same way AB had more touchdowns out. If y'all gonna tell me 20 TDs is way more outproduce somebody that have the exact same yards and catch, y'all niggas just fucking want to be dumb. I'm sorry.
How does 20 TDs not move? How does 15 to 20 TDs not move you when a nigga play 20 less games?
Right afterwards.
Nigga, did you not? You say he didn't produce like him. You lied again. You say he didn't produce. You say he didn't produce like Calvin Johnson either. You lied again. You niggas just be lying. Just tell me.
Calvin Johnson played 8 years in the league, my boy. He played 8 years in the league. Every nigga, you know what's funny, Trent? Every nigga that got Julio's physical attributes,
you said he outproduced
niggas like
them.
Randy and T.O. 150 touchdowns, nigga.
Hold on. Simple question. Last episode, did you not say Calvin outproduced Julio way more, right? Did you not say that? Yes or no?
He just had more yards. Who had more yards? Who had more yards a lot of seasons?
No, hold on. But did you not say that though, right? Yes or no?
Oh, but whoa. Who did Calvin have, though, bro?
This for Earlie because he got to catch the
Matthew Stafford.
Did you not say last episode?
Hold on, Donnie, hold up. After
Calvin
Trent's
Johnson.
going,
Matthew Stafford, bro. Matthew Stafford is throwing the Matthew Stafford. Somebody got to catch the ball. He definitely had Pettigrew too, the tight end. What you mean? What you mean?
You guys are just reaching with this shit.
Hold up. Trent, finish up, then Josh is going.
It's a two-part thing. I need Earlie answers to again. Earlie, did you not say that Julio didn't produce like Calvin Johnson? Yes or no?
I did say that.
And then when we look back at it, he produced this at the same rate as Calvin Johnson. Yes or no? Yes or no?
You can say that.
Then you just said he didn't produce like AB when they both went on a 7-year stretch of going fucking stupid. Did we not just check the numbers? Are they not relatively similar? Yes or no?
AB produced more.
That's not the nigga. You say he didn't produce like it. That's not the question, nigga. You trying to move the goalpost?
Nigga, you know what's so funny?
Nigga, you moving the goalpost.
Nigga.
Answer the question.
No, he didn't produce more than AB. No, he didn't. He didn't.
You said he didn't produce
7-year stretch, nigga. No, he didn't.
You said he didn't produce.
You're nitpicking, Trent. You're taking a whole career and 7 seasons, bro. I'm taking their whole career.
Earlie, let him talk.
Come on.
He did it, nigga. He did it, Donnie. He did it.
Look,
he did it, nigga. No, he didn't.
Wait, time out. This is why I say he's lying. And this is why I say he's lying. And this is why I say he's lying. He said he didn't produce like fucking AB. If player A and player B have literally similar receiving stats, and then the only gap is touchdowns, they literally produce relatively the same. You're not going to say by a 20 touchdown margin, it's not a good.
Hey, look, now it's relatively the same.
One of the playmaker, the other one isn't.
I'm a nigga with a bachelor's degree. Now it's relatively the same. If a nigga, no, random, because if a nigga produces the same as them, he might have the same touchdown, catches and yards, nigga. That's the same, nigga. Look at the book and read what the same is. So even if a nigga have the same amount of yards, he has the same amount of touchdowns, he produce the same, my nigga.
Earlie, chill.
No, he didn't.
Earlie, chill, Josh. Josh,
I have
tag
one
in.
more question.
Trent, let Josh go. You've been wanting to tag in, then you go after.
Go ahead.
I bet. So we're talking about production, right? You wonder why this touchdown argument's so dead? Because when you look at defensive game plans, they always bracketed Julio Jones in the red zone specifically because he's an anomaly. No, listen to me talk. No, come back here. Listen to me. He's an anomaly with his size.
From across the room, nigga. Just talk.
Go ahead, Josh.
Hold on. I'm gonna restart what I just said because I need him to listen to this. I need him to listen.
Be quiet. Let Josh cook.
Go ahead, Josh.
Earlie. I'm gonna break it down in little terms for you. All right. So listen. The touchdown argument's dead because in the red zone specifically, teams have to bracket Julio Jones because he's an anomaly with his size and athleticism. You cannot stop him on fade balls. You have no answer for him at all. And that's why in 2017, Dan Quinn, the head coach of the Falcons, he literally came out and said, Julio Jones, he's going to get bracketed every single time in the red zone. So what we're going to do is feed our other guys like Mohamed Sanu. That's why he got more touchdowns. Like, Julio Jones is doing everybody else a favor by attracting all that defensive attention. Like,
So hey, real quick. So let me argue that, right? Okay, hey, Randall. Real quick, Randall. How many touchdowns did Calvin Johnson have?
Calvin Johnson also had the exact same.
So, for a nigga, whoa, Joshy boy. For a nigga who also didn't have nothing on the other side of him, right? Well, and was again. Are we speaking of bracketing? Are we doing bracketing? Because another nigga I didn't know why Calvin Johnson was bracketing, but still was more productive.
That argument's dead because Calvin's way better.
Was his
Calvin's better. We're not saying
Calvin's way better. So what's your argument?
We're not saying Julio's better than Calvin. None of us are saying that.
You brought up a player. No, but I'm telling you what. The argument is this, Donnie. The argument is this, Donnie. When you talk about a nigga situation, what he had to deal with, Josh is trying to separate to make it seem like niggas didn't have to deal with Julio had to deal with. That's why he could get touchdowns.
No, he didn't.
Oh, you have to understand. Listen.
Let Josh go. Let Josh go. Early, let Josh go.
Early, you have to understand something. Not every team's gonna bracket a small receiver in the red. Like, you have to understand the size difference in the athleticism difference makes Julio Jones an anomaly. So both him and Calvin Johnson an anomaly. That's why teams have to bracket them. Because one-on-one on fade balls, best believe Julio Jones is catching that ball every single time. You can't stop him.
Include Mike Evans. I just wanted to say that.
So was Larry Fitzgerald not bracketed?
Nigga, he played with Antoine Bolden. No.
He played. Okay, for both of them. Come on.
Donnie,
better than this.
Donnie.
I just got one question.
Hold on.
I just have one question.
Effie, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let you cook. Okay, we've been using the players that Julio Jones has played with, like we out here acting like Antonio Brown was playing with the blind and poor. He also had great talent around him. You don't bring that up for Antonio Brown.
Who was a great talent?
Yeah,
Le'Veon Bell's one of the best backs in the league.
Martavis Bryant. Julio Jones had
Did Julio not play with Michael Turner?
And Freeman.
Did Julio not play with Devontae Freeman?
And Freeman, bro. Don't forget Devontae Freeman.
We're talking about Devontae Freeman, and we're talking about Le'Veon. What are we doing?
Whoa. Devontae Freeman was like that.
He's not better than Le'Veon Bell.
Agreed. Le'Veon Bell.
Guys. Hey, Donnie, how many years you been Le'Veon Bell?
Go ahead.
Niggas brought up 2 years of Devontae fucking Freeman. Give me a fucking break. What the fucking do? He played for
how many years of Le'Veon Bell did we get? Three? Are you fucking kidding me? Le'Veon Bell barely had games we rushed for over 100 yards. You talking about somebody who's almost 6%? No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Let him cook, Go ahead.
Number one. Get your man. He sound dumb. He sound dumb by Le'Veon Bell. Get your man. He sound dumb by Le'Veon Bell.
What he's saying is that Le'Veon Bell did not play that long, bro.
No, he didn't. Bro. How many seasons we did this shit? He clearly don't even understand what he's talking about. Le'Veon Bell was no more for catches than his running, bro.
Even if Julio didn't, even if LB, Le'Veon Bell didn't play.
Take your time.
The level.
How many years Le'Veon Bell played, Randall?
The level between Devontae Freeman and fucking Le'Veon Bell is night and day. Even when
how many years did he play?
With the Pittsburgh, it was 1, 2, 3.
If you guys let me talk, I have it. So
5 years for Pittsburgh. 5 years for Pittsburgh.
Let Michael talk.
Through the stretch where Antonio Brown, as I said, had the 67 touchdowns and 9,145 yards. Le'Veon Bell played he played from 2013 to 2017, and then he didn't play in 2018. So he had.
So what is the game? Whoa. We're gonna break it down. How many games he played a season?
I got you right here. So he
no. Wait. Because I want to know how many years he played for the Steelers, because after he left the Steelers, shit went wild.
5 years. 5 years on the Steelers. 5 years on the Steelers.
5 years.
I have their total numbers. I have their
played
total
three.
numbers.
Devontae Freeman played 3. All right.
Let me get total numbers. Let me get
Hold
total
up.
numbers.
Everybody, wait. I'm gonna give you guys the total numbers. Le'Veon Bell played 96 games, rushed for 6,554 yards, had 42 touchdowns. He had 3,289 receiving yards.
Just talking about receiving yards too.
Oh, you just want Pittsburgh? I'm giving you total numbers. Because here,
like, why is this a conversation?
Guys, hold up.
I have it right here if you want.
Devontae Freeman played 98 games. He had 4,720 yards, 38 touchdowns, and 2,263 yards.
So like half of what Le'Veon Bell did.
That argument. And wait, does anybody think Devontae Freeman can hold Le'Veon Bell's jockstrap?
No.
Devontae Freeman was never.
He was never on the level of Le'Veon Bell, so him getting robbed is dumb.
Le'Veon Bell was legitimately in the best back in the league conversation, maybe the best offensive weapon in the league.
If we being petty,
how's that being petty?
Who was Julio? Yeah. Who was Julio's not only quarterback but offensive coach?
He had Kyle Shanahan for 2 years.
Oh my God!
So who like 2 years?
He had Kyle Shanahan for 2 years. Irrelevant.
And who was his quarterback? Who was his quarterback?
Nigga, hold on.
Who was AB's quarterback?
Hey guys, be for real. Can we be for real though?
I dare you.
Are we saying in the 7 year stretches that Julio got off, are we saying Ben Roethlisberger was as good as Matt Ryan in them stretches at that time?
Yes!
I'm stupid! You sound dumb!
This is elite trolling. This is elite trolling by Earlie, man.
Yeah, Big Ben had a crazy offensive path.
Number one, get this nigga Earlie off the fucking airways. And number two, I want to ask these. I want to go back to the original argument. I want to ask you niggas that be talking about Andre Johnson. Start with you, Earlie. You said Andre Johnson a better route runner than Julio Jones. Explain that. And don't bring up situations because situation doesn't matter. Explain how he's better route runner. I'll wait.
Can I cook? I think with Andre Johnson, I think first and foremost, we're looking at it, and to be honest with you, I believe that in his era, I think he had better corners to go against, right? I think. Well, can I finish? So I think when I watch Andre, we're not going to sit on this platform. But again, I know it's a bunch of young niggas here going crazy, right? But when you actually watch Andre Johnson as a route runner, Andre Johnson did everything great as a route runner. Andre Johnson,
you're not explaining route running, Earlie, you're not explaining route running.
I think it's the same.
What is route running?
Your ability to get separation.
So explain how he did that better than Julio.
So Andre didn't get separation?
Nigga, explain it, nigga. You're not explaining it.
I think he got just as good separation as Julio did.
How?
We didn't.
Because he was putting up 600 yards.
Phenomenal.
See, look, hey, Josh, we got these niggas.
Phenomenal cap is amazing.
These old ass niggas don't even know how to
smell the cap.
route running. Just because you put up numbers does not make you're in a same route runner as Julio Jones.
Oh my God!
What the hell is that about?
Y'all gotta start watching some All-22.
You can't even explain it.
Y'all gotta start watching some
All-22. You can't even explain route running.
So I mean, all honesty though, I'm trolling. But all honesty though, Andre Johnson's separation of route running, he can run every route on the route tree. Not only that, Andre Johnson's separation was just as great as Julio. What are we talking about? And he went against better talent and still got greater separation, better talent.
How did he have it? How is he better talent?
What the fuck is this nigga talking about? What is this nigga talking about?
Hey, not to mention, Andre Johnson. Not to mention, Andre Johnson also played in an era where he wasn't getting moved around.
Why does it matter with route running? Why does it matter?
Got moved around too, y'all. What I'm saying
era
is
does not matter when it comes to route running, my nigga. Stop.
Then what do it doesn't matter?
No, you telling me, but you sat and you fought me. You just fought me 2 weeks ago about how Cooper Kupp and how the ability to run the route run in the middle of the field, being a slot guy is even harder to cover a slot guy because the route running ability is easier.
No.
What you said though. You did tell me that.
I said Cooper Kupp. What he does in the slot is hard to guard because when you guard in the slot, These receivers go in, out, then go left, right, middle, corner, stop, then go anywhere. It's more.
So do you believe Julio? Do you believe Andre had more slot possessions than Julio?
He can't run the route tree like Julio.
That's not true, bro. It's not true, bro.
I'm gonna ask this again.
If we pull up tape, you will see fucking Andre Johnson run great route. Come on,
I think Andre can run the.
Andre was just physical.
Come on. And this is for any nigga in here that thinks Andre Johnson and Julio Jones route running is close. Because Earlie didn't explain it. I'm not going. He didn't explain shit. How is Andre Johnson close to Julio Jones as a route runner? Not eras, not stats. We're talking about route running. What is close between the two?
Run better.
You tell me how he's not.
Okay. When it comes to selling routes, even at Julio is big size, he sells his routes better than Andre. He gets out of his brains way more than Andre Johnson. Clearly, and it's night and day.
The outside leverage.
He's better with his hands in press. He's better with his hands in press.
Julio has so many different ways.
It's because the nigga's faster. He runs better routes. That's what you just said. Because the nigga's faster, he runs better routes.
That's what he said, bro. That's what he said.
Getting separation shows how technically sound he is at route running because he doesn't have the ability that another nigga has.
That's not true. That's like saying Hines Ward in the 2000s is a better runner because he played in the harder area and shit. Because he's slower. That doesn't mean anything.
That's not true. That's like saying a nigga like Brandon Marshall. That's like saying a nigga like Brandon Marshall, who was constantly getting separation at 6'5", running the 4.5, is a better route runner than a nigga who, like Tyreek Hill, who was fucking fast.
Nigga, did you say Brandon Marshall better route runner than Tyreek Hill?
Is he not?
Is he not?
He's trolling. Stop.
Is he
Trent,
not?
Trent, you're falling for it.
Wait, did you just say Brandon Marshall's about a route runner than Tyreek Hill? Did you just say Brandon Marshall's about a route runner than Tyreek Hill?
Tyreek Hill years as a route runner. Wait, do you know what route running is?
Hold on. I'm done. No, we're done.
Brandon,
Earlie.
You are too high on Brandon Marshall. You are way too high on Brandon Marshall. I need you to chill on Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall's good.
Early. As a CEO,
Brandon Marshall couldn't run routes, Brandon. He couldn't run routes.
Brandon Marshall can't run routes.
He's lying to you, Brandon. He's lying
I'm
to
not
you.
arguing with y'all niggas no more, man.
you are taking the credit.
Let's relax on Brandon.
I literally just saw white boy fly. Like Donnie literally just flew.
Wait, did you say that Brandon Marshall won better routes than Tyreek?
No, he's trolling.
He's trolling.
He was trolling. I promise.
Hey, Earlie.
I think Brandon Marshall runs the route tree better than fucking Tyreek Hill. Yeah,
We're done.
What?
I'm done.
And guys,
Early. Just because you agree with the young nigga, bro, stop muting because you ain't
No. We're done with this
I get it, bro.
topic.
You didn't
We're done
want
with
to
this
go
topic.
because Random, there's no way Random as a 30-year-old nigga, you fighting for these niggas.
I'm not fighting for it. We're moving topic.
Why do
Brandon Marshall, Brandon
Marshall. Trent.
Not as good as Tyreek Hill.
Stop. I want to say something to Trent.
Donnie,
I want to say
Can
something
we
to
pull
Trent.
film up?
I want to
Can
say
we pull
something to
film up real
Trent.
quick?
Random.
Hey, matter of
I want to say
fact,
something to
Donnie,
Trent.
I'm
2015.
gonna let you get this off.
Yo,
That's it. We're
play
switching
back.
topic.
Next Monday.
We're letting you get this off, Donnie. Then we're switching topics.
Yep. Then we can move on.
Come
Trent,
on.
I will never, ever call you a Tyreek Hill hater ever again. I will never call you that.
Yeah, Trent, I'm sorry, bro. No, I have to apologize to Trent too, because I've been saying it. I'm sorry, bro.
You are as big of a Tyreek fan as I am. You are. I'm convinced.
Trent, I'm so sorry, bro.
What the fuck he's talking about, man? He doesn't know it.
No, what I noticed though on some real shit.
No. We are not continuing this conversation.
What I noticed is this. You think? No. I'm not making muted. You think because a nigga's faster, that makes him look better, right? Is that what it is?
Please, let me cook him. Please, let me cook him. Please, let me cook him. I beg you.
Enough. Josh is going to respond. Josh is going to respond, and that's it.
Oh my God.
Josh is going to respond.
We're not gonna let him. No, hold on, Randall.
Josh is going to respond to what
Let Josh cook. Let Josh cook.
Josh, how we feel about Brandon Marshall running?
Go ahead, Josh.
Hold on. Early. If you think route running just comes like down to just straight line speed, you're wrong. Because listen,
I didn't say that. I said
no
y'all
receiver. No. You gonna let me finish.
Yeah.
You look at a guy like John Ross.
last
The reason why he can't hold Tyreek Hill's jock strap is because Tyreek Hill can move in and out of his breaks. He can change his pace like better than any receiver. Any receiver. Like you can't just have top end speed and be a better route runner. You can't do that. There's different facets of route running. Like you have to be able to accelerate and decelerate in and out of your breaks effectively. Not every receiver can do that. Just because you're
That's
for a
nigga
to be 6'5", 235 pounds, it could get in and out of cuts at a drop of a dime. Because there's no way you tell me Brandon Marshall didn't do that.
Nigga, that's not route running. That's not how you define route running, bro. Watch it. Hold on. Since you want to bring it up, right?
His ability to get in and out of cuts. I just said that Brandon Marshall did the same thing.
I'm about to trap this nigga. I'm about to trap this nigga. Since you want to keep bringing up height and size, right? Do you think that Mike Evans can run a route tree as good as Tyreek Hill?
No.
How? Nigga, you just brought up Brandon Marshall.
Brandon and Mike. Brandon and Hefe.
You trying to run the Brandon
and Hefe.
No, don't ask for backup now.
Brandon and Hefe.
No, don't ask for backup. Answer the question.
You got a lot of niggas that hit deep. Relax. Brandon and Hefe. Do we think that Mike Evans is on the same level as Brandon Marshall as a route runner?
Mike Evans is better, bro.
Not at all.
Thank you, Hefe.
Thank you. Mike's a Bucks fan. Mike's a fucking Bucks fan. He's a fucking Bucks fan.
Nah, you
Hefe. Honestly, Hefe, do you think that Mike Evans is a better route runner than Brandon Marshall? Honestly, Hefe.
Mike Evans is better than Brandon Marshall, yeah.
Hefe, cook him.
Yeah. Bro, look, hold on. Brandon Marshall did his thing. Mike Evans did his thing with just as many quarterbacks, if not more, bro, and stayed just as productive, bro.
We talking about route running. We talking about route running.
Oh, yeah, that too. You got to get open to get the ball.
Cook your
Early. Listen. The thing is, when it comes down, if you want to make
Marshall could actually run routes, guys.
If you,
he could, no doubt.
The biggest thing you could do with Brandon Marshall, the biggest thing you could do with Brandon Marshall is talk about his contested catching ability, which was fantastic, and obviously him being a huge beast and a great yak guy. So Brandon Marshall is those things, of course.
He had routes. Not a great route runner.
He had routes. You can't.
He's not a great.
If we look at route running, not a great route runner. No.
Let Brandon go. Let Brandon go. Let Brandon go. Let him go.
He's good enough in his size so he can take advantage of his route running, which is something that you take credit. Yes, being as good as you are, being good enough at route running, you get credit.
We can name 20 receivers. We can name 20 receivers that run better than Brandon Marshall. You can't name 15 better than Julio.
You can't name 15 better than Marshall.
You tripping, bro. You tripping. Brandon Marshall was like that, bro. Brandon Marshall was like that for a reason.
Brandon Marshall is good, but like there's better route runners than Brandon Marshall. That is not his key thing that makes him great. Route running is not the best.
Literally right there. The nostalgia bias is making him think he's a different player than what he is.
Hold on, but here's the thing though.
Let Brandon go. Y'all niggas let Brandon go. What you say, Brandon?
I bet Brandon go in. Brandon go in.
Fam, I watched Brandon Marshall literally cut up top cornerbacks just off pure routes, bro. You can't tell me.
Mike Williams find
on this the Brandon Marshall podcast.
I've seen Mike Williams
find Denzel Ward. Irrelevant. Shit's irrelevant.
I've seen Nikhil Harry. I've seen Barton like Jared Alexander.
I've seen Alan Lazard get crazy on Trent McDuffie. I've seen it. You seen who? That does not mean you a great route runner. I've seen it.
I've seen Darnell Mooney get busy on Jalen Ramsey.
I've seen Robbie Anderson fry Patrick Surtain.
Mike Evans cooked Jalen Ramsey in the championship game, bro. Against the Rams.
Yeah, I've seen a few guys cook Jalen Ramsey, and Jalen Ramsey.
That's why I was saying.
I've seen Devontae Adams get locked down by Byron Murphy. I have.
I've seen Devontae Adams get locked down by Alontae Taylor.
Y'all do know. Hold on. Do y'all know right now, if you Google on YouTube, there is a Brandon Marshall route running breakdown?
He always does that. I know
we have the all 22 who
can't. It's him running routes. It's him running routes, nigga.
He does it. He does with all-time guys. That doesn't matter.
No, it's him running routes, nigga.
Hold on. Random. How come when we talking, you don't let you and they interrupt us. You don't fucking get these niggas. But whenever we interrupt them, you don't say shit.
Hey, we outnumbered, Brandon. We outnumbered.
Nah, y'all, all of y'all interrupt me. I'm not trying to do that.
Hold on.
Let me respond. Let me respond to the accusation. Let me respond to the accusation. Let me respond to the accusation.
Everybody on the show, so you can't.
Michael, hold on, Michael. I'm gonna let you cook right afterwards. That's because the man in the middle been doing some elite trolling, and the youngest been falling
what
for
that
it.
got to do with me, Randall? What that got to do with me?
Hey, you part of the set.
He's your man. Your man's in line, bro.
Well, the difference, Brandon, is that Earlie's trolling. The difference is that Earlie's trolling. You actually believe some of this shit. That's what's crazy.
Hold on. He's
Bam.
Brandon Marsh is the top 25 receiver all time. I think we still on though.
Majority of he's not trolling. Hold on a second. Like I said, I can name 20 route runners better than Brandon Marshall. I already got 10 right now.
All right, stop disrespecting Brandon Marshall's route running.
I can name 10 right now.
Tyreek is a better route runner, yes.
I can name 25 players today better than
I'm not letting them get this off because Earlie's throwing a dead ass face. And B, think somebody run better routes than Reed. So I'm about to name 10
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Bro, he never been over the tank down.
Let's not bash his route
running.
Hold on, Lonnie, let me name the names.
Let's say the names.
And then I'm gonna continue because I got 10 right now off the dome.
If you start capping, I'm gonna call you out.
You can name current players.
10 right now off the dome. So number
you
one,
can probably name 20 current.
Okay. Number one.
Trent,
this ain't fair.
Hold on. Listen. Hold on. Trent, preface what you're about to do before you say the names.
Don't cut him off. Nobody cut him off.
Since B said after I get to this 10, I'm gonna start naming names. But I'm gonna have Donnie, Josh just throwing names, and I'm gonna agree with it. So these gonna be because y'all niggas said that Brandon Marshall runs better routes than Tyreek Hill. I'm about to name. We're gonna get to 20 names that are better route runners than Brandon Marshall. And I got 10 off the dome right now. Number 1, Ocho clears. Tay Adams clears. 3, AB clears. 4, Odell clears. 5, Jerry Rice clears. 6, T.O. clears. 7, Amari Cooper clears. 8,
Whoa. Come back.
Let him finish.
What?
T.O. don't clear though.
Nigga, shut up.
No, let him finish. Let him finish.
Stevie Johnson clears.
Underrated, great.
Steve Smith clears. Then you got 11, Justin Jefferson. 12, Keenan Allen. 13, Brandon Ayuk. 14, CeeDee Lamb. Now, who else, Josh? Who else, Donnie? Who else on my list?
I ain't gonna hold you.
I think he is, but go ahead.
Michael Thomas.
That's 16.
Stop the cap.
Who else?
Grant man does not get in there. Michael Thomas does not get in there.
Julio Jones, that's 17.
Marvin Harrison,
that's 18. Who else?
Reggie Wayne.
I just had a name. That's one of my main. I already said.
Okay, hey Trent.
Did you say Jettis?
You do not have the names you named. You do know a lot of the names you named are better than Julio Jones too, right? You think Julio Jones is better than Marvin Harrison?
Huh? Yes.
Oh,
yes. Yes.
Oh, yes. How? Based off what? Based off what?
Yo, please. I just want to say this. I just want to say this. I just want to say this, bro. I just want to say this. Yo. I just want to say one thing, bro. I just want to say one thing. I just want to say one thing, bro. I just want to say one thing.
Yo, Trent.
I watched Peyton Manning in real life drive downfield with simply just Marvin Harrison, bro. Nobody else.
That's irrelevant.
Hey, look, dog, it is bad, nigga. He was playing against Ray Lewis. I bet he get the answer. I know he get the answer, though. Marvin got the answer, nigga. Thank you, Earlie. Easy. Crazy word.
A bunch of old ass niggas that's older than me. Y'all say the most dumbest mute points I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Bro, it's only dumb to you because you don't get it, bro.
I have literally seen Matt Ryan go a whole drop throwing that bitch to Julio Jones alone. That's a fucking.
And then not getting the end zone either. God damn.
What happened against the Patriots, bro? What happened against the Patriots? What happened against the Patriots in the Super Bowl?
Hefe, you know that's not.
When we speak of route running, though, hold up. When we speak of route running, though, when we speak of route running.
Early,
listen, the ability, because y'all all know, anybody who ever played football know, when you get inside the 20 to 10, the field gets smaller. So at
real tight,
the best route runners, that's when you really show who get open.
Trent, let me go. All right, Hefe, the fact that you keep throwing 28-3 at Julio's head is nasty.
Dude, you're so
nasty.
stupid.
My whole point is, being a Bucks fan, bro, watching Julio destroy our secondary damn near every fucking year, Julio couldn't take over the games that matter, bro. And that's a fact. Take your time. Take your time, bro. Take your time. And there are specific DBs. There are specific DBs, such as the name by the name of Patrick Peterson, who put clamps on Julio, bro. They had to back and forth. They had to back and forth, bro. They used to put clamps on Julio, bro.
There are literally clips of Julio bending y'all over and spanking y'all shit. What are you talking about?
Who's tapping?
I gotta realize something though. I need to realize something though.
Open up and said there was years for Julio whooping our ass. I definitely said that. I definitely said that. But when it came to secondaries, who was on his ass?
But Hefe, this was the setup though. Wait. This was the setup though, right? I bring up Brandon Marshall. And it's so easy for you to start naming niggas who are better route runners than Brandon Marshall. But I need you to understand, a lot of niggas you name are also better route runners than Julio Jones. Stevie Johnson is better route runner than Julio Jones. Chad Johnson is better route runner than Julio Jones. Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison are better route runners than Julio Jones.
Reggie Wayne, nigga, shut up.
Reggie Wayne, bro.
Reggie Wayne.
Don't overrate Reggie Wayne's route running so much.
You niggas just
saying Reggie Wayne's route running so much.
Reggie Wayne had his route running in the hands.
Wait, hold on, guys. Hey, watch this, guys. Hey, hold on, watch this, guys. Because these are the same niggas tell me. They try to tell me based off what? Now tell me. Explain again. Not situation. Not no fucking numbers. They tell me how Reggie Wayne is a better route runner than Julio Jones. You can't explain it.
Early.
Explain route running.
I easily think Reggie Wayne runs the route tree. And listen to this very clear.
You're not explaining it.
As far as we talking about precision on route running, nigga, Julio, stop it. Reggie Wayne is probably a top 5.
How? Elaborate. Hold on. Early.
Elaborate. You can't
Early,
say
you're not making sense. Elaborate.
Explain it. Elaborate.
Early. We're talking about route running.
Elaborate.
He's not okay. Listen.
We're talking about route running. Josh. This two things.
I'm not gonna help you out. I want to.
Not only was Reggie Wayne a great route runner, we talking about in out of cut. We talking about 5 and in, 5 and out. We talking about post comeback. His ability to sell a route. Not only that, he was one of the smarter receivers as far as finding holes in defense.
Julio wasn't one of the smarter receivers either. The fuck are you talking about, man?
Julio Jones was not. Oh my God!
Julio Jones was not a high player.
Do we think Julio Jones was as smart as Reggie Wayne? Honestly.
How can you tell? Come on, how can you tell? Explain. This how I can tell.
I love how they
even when Reggie Wayne, this is how I can tell. Even when Reggie Wayne, not only this two things. Reggie Wayne was not only a mentor on his team, helping niggas out, helping niggas run routes that came underneath him. Wait. Not only that, when Andrew Luck got there, who you think helped Andrew Luck?
T.Y. Hilton.
My nigga. What the fuck? Who you think taught T.Y. Hilton? Who you think taught T.Y. Hilton? Hold on. That's how you know, Brandon. Wait, again, guys. T.Y. Hilton himself will tell you Reggie Wayne taught him how to be a receiver, nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on, again, guys. This is why I say this nigga's trying to say any and other things to try to discredit Julio. We're talking about route running. This nigga brings up fucking mentorship. Shut up!
Like, what the fuck?
Shut up!
He doesn't know what route running is.
No, we didn't talk about route running. You said, why is he smarter than him? I'm telling you, Reggie Wayne knows the game better than Julio Jones, nigga. Julio Jones is that's why we're on mentorship. Because in order to know the game, you have to know how to teach the game, nigga.
Was Julio Jones how smart he was?
Does anybody say, if you ever watch Reggie Wayne play, niggas know Reggie Wayne can be a coach. Anybody think Julio Jones can be a coach?
Has Calvin?
How is that even relevant? Like, you're just chatting.
Niggas, we all for route running. He said, why is he smarter than him?
Stop falling for it, Trent.
Come on.
Lonnie, go. Lonnie,
go.
No,
I have a simple question. Has Julio teammates and his former wide receiver teammates have not talked about being Julio being a mentor to them? Have they not said that before about him?
The only time he even got a little bit of that is when he took his ass to the Eagles. His whole tenure with the Falcons. No one said that, fam. Because Rodney White don't know how to be a receiver, nigga.
Randall, he brought up IQ. One last thing. I'm sorry. I gotta say this real quick.
What do you think route IQ
This nigga talked about he's a smarter football player than Julio fucking Jones.
Is he not? Trent, is he not?
Nigga, hold up. First thing you brought up was mentorship. We were talking about on the field. You said he was smarter than him on the field. Not no fucking mentor off the fucking field, nigga. We're talking on the field. What are you talking about?
Listen. Marvin Harris, but Reggie Wayne's ability to read defenses as a receiver, being Andrew Luck, safety blanket before T.Y. Hilton broke out, being Peyton Manning's blanket when Marvin Harris left. You gonna tell me? Hold up. You gonna tell me?
Who's Matt Ryan's blanket?
You said what?
Who the fuck was Matt Ryan's blanket?
I mean, listen. Matt Ryan also had Rodney a couple years ago.
Enough. We are done. Chill. Enough. Lonnie, go ahead. Then we are switching topics. Motherfucker talk about route running. One more time, I'll be angry.
I'll say, like, it's almost 10, nigga.
Yes. So we're done after this. You guys have talked. This is the Brandon Marshall podcast, by the way. Congratulations. Jesus Christ. Go ahead, Lonnie.
I was gonna say, besides my main point, Earlie, Calvin Ridley, and I think a few other receivers definitely were talking about on the Falcons how much of a mentor Julio was. But Trent, with the whole Brandon Marshall route running thing, Reek is clearly better. But when you were naming players, you have to remember Brandon Marshall was 6'5". He was 6'5". So his route running at 6'5" was elite for that size. So when you bring up better route runners, when it comes to people like Brandon Marshall, you have to bring up people that are 6'3" and up. Because I'm sorry, a 5'11", 5'11".
No, he's right. He's right.
Receivers, I'm saying 5'11", 5'10" receivers that have a lower center of gravity, so it's easier for them to get in and out of breaks and stuff like that. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Hold on, guys.
Because but at the same time, it's by default.
Just a simple question, Earlie. Earlie. Let's simple question, Lonnie. How tall and how much did Julio Jones weigh?
He was 6'3". Julio was better than Brandon Marshall.
6'3", 220, bro.
Yeah, he's 6'3".
And he was running routes like a 5'11", 185 receiver.
Yes.
Bro, come on now. You can't say, bro. He was not, bro. He was an alien, bro.
He just shook his head. Brandon, explain why. You just shook your head. How was he not running like that? Explain.
Nigga, you say he runs routes like a 5'10".
Julio Jones was 6'3", 220, running routes like he was 5'11", 185.
He did not run.
He was though, bro.
Explain how.
He was, bro.
Okay, explain how he was running routes like that. Explain.
AB was a light years of fucking better route running than Julio Jones.
You're talking about Antonio. Wait. Wait, time out. Hey, hold on. Hey, guys, hold on. Is Antonio Brown the only 5'11" fucking receiver in the league? No,
that's the nigga I'm fucking just naming off the fucking top.
Okay, so who else then?
Off the top? What the fuck?
Who else then? I said he was running routes like a 5, not like AB. He was running routes like a 5'11", 185 pound receiver.
He did run routes like Marvin Harrison.
You fucking trolling.
He didn't run routes. He didn't run routes like He didn't run routes like Alex Bruce. He didn't run routes. I don't want to keep yelling. He didn't run routes like Isaac Bruce. He didn't run routes like
Come on now.
Isaac Bruce is the top route runner.
Wait, hold on. Time out. This is why I say, chat, when it comes to these older niggas, when it comes to nostalgia and just fucking being blind, these niggas got it when they come to bias. This nigga just said out his own fucking mouth. His own two fucking lips. Isaac fucking Bruce is a better route runner than Julio Jones. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about.
Why is that? Why is that?
Because you say
We're done. We are done. Ladies and
Marvin Harrison
gentlemen,
can't fucking run routes.
we are done.
I didn't say that. No, I didn't. I
We
didn't say
are
that. I said
done.
Marvin Harrison's overrated as a route runner.
Hold
No,
on.
he's not. No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
You
All
ask
right.
You ask any executive.
B, we were done. We were done.
What the fuck
We were
you
done.
talking about?
Donnie,
Nobody said he couldn't run routes, nigga. What are you talking
You
about?
ask any fucking executive.
Nobody said he couldn't run
enough.
routes.
Enough.
Just mute everybody.
Enough.
Random.
Enough.
Damn.
Enough.
Yeah, mute everybody.
Enough.
Mute everybody.
Donnie,
Hey,
go ahead. And this is the last
All right,
thing.
Grant, I'm gonna
nah, we moving forward. We moving forward. Come on, man.
I'm gonna ask you something real.
Cause y'all just saying the same thing. We moving forward, man. Y'all saying the same thing. We ain't going to change our mind.
Early.
Who do you guys think are better route runners, Brandon Marshall or Marvin Harrison Jr. and Malik Neighbors?
Ooh.
Give me Neighbors. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Neighbors,
We know
But can I? Hold. But can we be for real? Can we be for real? Wait. Can we be for real? Can we be for real? Can we be for real, Donnie? And this is why I say y'all young niggas are very disgusting, right? Can we be honest? Are you gonna say a nigga? Yo, can I finish, bro? Can I fucking finish, bro? Are we gonna say a nigga who hasn't gone against NFL talent yet is a great route runner when we haven't seen what his route runner looks like against NFL talent? So I'm asking you.
Early, okay.
Let me ask you
assessment.
100% a fair.
I know how.
Okay, no, early.
Because I would have told you Michael Crabtree. I would have told you Michael Crabtree was the top route runner come out of college, but it didn't look the same when he got to NFL. Honestly.
No, he was not. No, the fuck he was not.
Hold on. Early.
Michael Crabtree game was route running.
Okay.
So Michael Crabtree couldn't run routes?
Did I say that? Did that come out my mouth? Did I say that?
Trent.
I literally am saying to you, I didn't say his whole game was route running. I'm saying to you, compared to what he did in college, his route running didn't look the same in the pros.
Please, let me just kill this once and for all.
Looks better as a route runner. All right. That's what he's saying.
Josh, go ahead.
All right, boom. To cap this off, all I'm gonna say is I don't want nobody interrupting me when I say this. I think you have the wrong perception of route running as a whole, because when you were explaining what makes so and so a better route runner, the only thing you mentioned was the route tree. You never mentioned the overall footwork stemming at the top of the route, release packages, the ability to accelerate on the dime, like the different variations of.
It sounds like you're reading off a sheet too, Josh. To be honest with you, bro. How you reading off a sheet?
No.
Been honest with you, bro.
Because I know
forward as a whole, like just no. Let me finish. Just strictly forward as a whole did not come out of your mouth once.
So, John, all the things you just looked up, right? Name them again.
Didn't look it up.
Name them again. No. This is what we're gonna do. Name the things you just named again. Just name them again. Name them again. We'll take us.
Okay.
Yeah, name them again. Let's go through them.
The different aspects of route running.
The same thing you just did, bro. Okay, footwork. Now, let's just break it down. When we speak on footwork, you're telling me that Julio Jones had better footwork than Marvin Harrison.
Give me Marvin.
Yeah. Go ahead and say yeah, nigga, please.
Now, let's go do it. Do it again. Let's keep going, like you said. What's the other ones?
I'm not at the top of the road.
At the top of the round.
It's Julio easy.
Yeah, there are 5 plays in my head for Marvin Harrison that clearly.
Okay, look, let's be fair, Brandon. Let's be fair, Brandon. We'll get that to Julio. Next thing.
What do you mean by the top of the round?
Shit.
You talking about like breaking in and out of breaks at the top of the route? Like say what the
top of the route is the very end of the route.
Yeah, say he runs a comeback.
Yes, like if you want to come back, if you want to slant, it's the very end of the route. That's what
Marvin is really good at that, though.
But
he is. But Julio's is better.
Yeah, for sure.
No, Marvin ain't good as shit. That's what y'all say. Marvin ain't good as shit.
We never said that.
No, we didn't say that.
We never said that.
I mean, but you did. Trent.
You know, we're never getting.
I don't want to yell, guys. I don't want to. I'm in a high price hotel.
No.
I'm in a high price hotel. I don't want to.
I've let y'all run the asylum enough, and we wasted.
Yeah, let's move on.
Because I wanted to get into some corner, like we talk about corners, because I know Earlie thinks Al Harris belongs in some conversations. I don't think
he belongs to some conversation. I'm just naming guys in that era who was tough to go against.
We got 18 minutes. The show is ending at 2 hours. We got 18 minutes. Get your no more route running. We're talking about the defensive side of the ball. Go ahead, Earlie. Name why you think the cornerbacks in the 2000s are comparable or better than the 2010s. Because you were really bigging him up to start the
part of the argument. What do you think?
It really, we talked about Brandon Marshall for 75% of it.
No, just go back to.
No, we didn't.
Yeah,
old school was the same thing. So my thing is like, my thing is this though. My thing is this too. One of the reasons why we go back to the receivers and why we talk about receivers, I also think the competition was actually harder. When we talk about the top 5 receivers that y'all can name that play, and here's the thing: don't give me if a nigga didn't play a lot in this 2012, 2024 era, you're not gonna claim him as yours. When you name your top 5 receivers in your eras, niggas like Jalen Ramsey, niggas like I wouldn't even when we say Keith Lee, I can't tell you right now off bat what year Keith Lee started. But when you name y'all top 5 niggas that niggas had to go against, we can even say make those Richard Sherman in there. I believe that my guys are better than your guys. So for the ability of my receivers, guys like Brandon Marshall, guys like Andre Johnson, to put up the numbers they put up, Larry Fitzgerald, Marvin Herzog, to put up the numbers they put up against that talent, it also is more impressive than a nigga like Julio getting 1,800 yards versus niggas who wasn't as good as the era he played in. That's another point that I was making about as far as who's good.
I think I'm not gonna say I'm gonna call it bullshit, but the 2000s from the corners are top heavy. We talking about overall as a whole group, it's the 2010s. It literally is. After you from the 2000s, Revis came late in the 2000s, so he really took.
So did Aqib Talib, but Aqib Talib was
Revis is more 2010s than 2000s.
I say Revis is more 2010. Of course, he had the historic in 09, but of course he's more 2010s. Y'all really?
Well, what year did he come in? I just want the years.
He came in
that year was in 09.
My point is this. What my point is this: when it comes to overall corners, like I said, y'all got Charles, Champ,
2007.
Like that's the best. That's damn near about it. Like that's like
Brent Grimes, bro. What you mean? Brent Grimes was one of them.
Brent Grimes was 2010. Here's my saying. We're talking about 2000 comes to corners being top heavy. We're talking about the overall when it comes to Jalen, Gilly, Revis, Sherm, Pat Pete, Chris Harris, Aqib Talib, Xavier Rhodes. We have the better overall group of corners. Is that something like Patrick Surtain Senior? He was good. He's not better than none of the corners I named. Rasheed Mathis that played in the 2000s, he was good. He's not better than none of the corners I named. Chris McAllister, the corners in the 2000s, he's not better than none of the corners I named. You on mute, Earlie, if you want to talk.
That's not true, bro. Chris McAllister, honestly, to me, is a better version of what Chris McAllister to me is honestly a better version of what the fuck Richard Sherman is. He's a better version of that.
What? Oh my God! Oh my God! No, you're trolling. No, he's trolling. He's trolling.
Josh.
I know you're joking. I know you're joking, bro. I know you. I'm familiar with your game now. You're joking. He's joking. I know. I'm familiar with your game now.
The fact that he even joked about that is just stupid, dude. Like, it's just fucking dumb.
All right, so look, this is what we'll do, honestly. We'll name me our top 7, and I'm going to name my top 7.
Okay, so
corners, right? Corners?
If we talking about corners, I mean, shit. Okay, Revis, Sherm, Pat Pete, Chris Harris, Jalen Ramsey, Stephon Gilmore. Like, that's Aqib Talib.
Is that 7?
Aqib Talib.
That's 7. Because once you start naming your top guys and then you go to that bottom half, none of them niggas is better than Sherm or Pat Pete.
Hold on, we're not counting Revis in the 2000s, even though he was drafted in 2000.
He played most of his career.
He played more in the 10s than he did in the 2010s.
Yeah. What year was he drafted?
Yeah, what?
He was drafted in 2007.
He drafted like 07.
2007. Yeah.
So
and he had that great season in 09. That still doesn't count.
When did he retire?
It goes both ways.
2017. 2017.
So I'm telling y'all right now, my era. My guys are 2000 to 2012. Y'all guys, 2013, 2014. So if a nigga only played 4 years,
what?
And you're
how do you get 11 and 12?
What's he doing, bro?
We're just breaking up. We're breaking up. I said it before. I don't want to yell. I'm gonna express myself. What I'm saying was this: if it's 20, Here's why you full of shit. Y'all full of shit, right? This is why y'all full of shit, right? Hey Donnie, what year was you born, Donnie?
I was born in 02.
So Donnie, you gonna look me in my eye and tell me that you watched ball at 2010? You was at 877. I'm gonna give Trent only because your dad is a coach. Donnie, you understood ball. You understood ball when you were 7, 8 years old. No, I'm just being honest, Donnie. I'm just being honest. The same way, Donnie. I can't sit here and lie and act like I know what 80s football look like. You're gonna tell me, or I know what 90s football look like, because I don't. You're gonna tell me that you knew ball when you were 7, 8 years old. So when you name it, guys, when you name
games when I was 5, so I mean, I don't know.
But Donnie, did you understand the game at 5? Honestly.
Early,
Why I'm giving you guys 12 to 24, because I'm breaking 24 years up, and I'm giving you guys. I'm taking the first 12 because every nigga I'm naming here are 90s babies. Mike's Jeff is a 90s baby. I'm a 90s baby. Brandon's a 90s baby. So I'm saying to you, we were old enough to claim 2012.
No, wait, Earlie. How about this?
But Riddell is he's a
I didn't know football when I was 10.
All of 2000s. We got.
Hey,
I was watching football when I was like
it's
6
just
or 7.
weird that you try to say 2000s to 2012. It's 2000 to 2010, and then 2000 2009, and then 2010 to 2019. That's how it's supposed to go. It's go based on decade.
That's cool.
That's y'all get Revis. That's unfair. That's just unfair. I'm just saying.
He played most of his career.
But Revis had his side.
Y'all gotta play.
But Revis had his. But this is what we got to be honest in. Revis had 3 All-Pro years in my era. He had 1 All-Pro year in y'all era. So that's what I'm saying.
But he was still elite.
Okay.
Who's our top 7 though? Let's not get away from that.
We named the top 7.
It doesn't hold.
Guys, Earlie, you're also wrong on that. He had 3 All-Pros in the 2010s.
So
No, he didn't.
Yes,
You just lied.
I'm
looking
at it.
I'm looking at it. You lied.
Earlie, he has on this is on Pro Football Reference. He was on the what do you call it? He was on it in 2009, 2010, 2011, 2014.
You're lying. I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it.
No, he literally played 3 years.
He did the exact one, bro.
It's right here, Earlie. It's right there.
2010, 2011, 2014.
He was first team
3 years in the 2000s.
3 years. And mind you, he lied again because he said Revis had first team All Pros in 3 first time.
Wait, I said 2000, 2012. I don't know why I keep saying 2006. Okay, I'm taking the 12. I'm taking the 24.
You said that.
You had an All-Pro in 2014.
Because if you hold on, because this is why I say that. Because Trent, and let's be honest, Trent, if you look at me in my eye and you telling me about the niggas like the Real Revis and you can't use him because nigga, you talking about 4 years you take off his resume, bro.
Nigga, time out. Revis literally counts for 2000s and 2010s. He had a bunch of elite seasons in the 2010s, so he counts for 2010s, nigga.
Then you can't use Jalen Ramsey.
How?
What?
8 years of Darrell Reeves' career is in the 2010s.
That don't matter if they use Jalen.
What year was he drafted?
2010s, but I don't know.
What year was he drafted?
2007. He was at the very end of 2000s.
No, he's
I said what year was Jalen Ramsey drafted?
2016.
2016.
So you said
5th overall.
Jalen Ramsey was literally elite since a rookie. He counts. Yes, he counts.
2017, he was elite.
But he played his best years in the
Let him have Ramsey. It don't matter, bro.
He played 4 years in the 2010s and then 4 years in the 2020s.
Hold up, let Brandon go. Stop yelling. Let Brandon go. What you say, Brandon?
You just said Jalen Ramsey was elite when he got drafted, which I agree. He was. Fucking Revis was elite when he got drafted.
Yeah,
count for outside.
Brandon, we talking about the best season.
No. The problem
he had was 09.
Brandon. Hold on. All this is null and void. The point is, most of Darrell Reeves' career was in the 2010s. Jalen Ramsey has the same amount of years in the 10s and the 20s. That's the difference between the two. I mean, for the most part, I mean, they're not even comparable if you play more of your career in one decade versus the other. But Ramsey, I mean, you could say that he's more 2020s. That's when his career's over.
But his years on the Jags were peak. His years on the Jags were great.
These corners in the 2000s, because right after he says Charles Woodson and Champ Bailey, that shit is going to get
Rondé Barber.
Not better than
Namdi.
He's not better.
Namdi, hold up. Namdi's years in Oakland aren't better. Hold up, wait a minute. Namdi's years in Oakland aren't better than Ramsey's 4 years. 2006. Ashanti Samuels.
There is no year of Namdi Osama he's better than Jalen Ramsey. Not a single year. There's not a single year.
Namdi's Oakland years. No, listen, hold up, no Trent, hear what you're saying. You only giving Jalen Ramsey 4 years, right? You're telling me you're not taking Jalen Namdi's his 4 or 5 years in Oakland over Jalen Ramsey's 4 or 5 years. Is that right?
He's a fraud to me. He's a fraud. It's a fucking fraud.
That is crazy. He did fall off when he went to the Eagles, but he did fall off also on Oakland.
He played both sides of the
up against the number 2 receiver.
That's the only shit y'all saw.
Y'all face and say you take
don't do that, y'all. I used to watch that. That was one of my favorite corners, nigga. Don't do it.
He was not a fraud.
What year did he go to the Eagles? What year did he go to the Eagles? What year did he go to the Eagles?
2011.
20. Hold up. So was he a fraud with Oakland? Honestly.
Yes, to me, yes, he was. Because nobody threw at him, bro. Because them niggas were so garbage. Niggas literally explained that. Niggas literally explained that about Namdi when they played him. Nobody wanted to throw it to him because that team was so fucking dog shit. Nobody was. What's the point of throwing it at him?
This nigga said nobody wanted to throw to Namdi.
There are literally records.
Yeah, what is he talking about? What is he talking about, bro?
Nobody threw him because the
Early.
Bro, there are literally players who are talking about Namdi Oswald being their problems. That team was so ass.
Who's running the track right now? What's
going on? We're good.
Hold on, but even then,
so you're telling me niggas watch film?
Early, let him go. We got 5 minutes left.
Niggas brought up Namdi, right? He ain't better than Sherman. He can't wear a nigga jock strap. He can't wear Patrick Peterson jock strap.
Nope.
Not at all. He's not better than Chris Harris. He's not better than Stephon Gilmore. He's not better than none of them niggas, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Namdi changed.
When we talk about we talking about your era though, Trent. We talking about your era.
Okay.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Rondé Barber, right? He can't wear Richard Sherman jock strap. He can't wear Patrick Peterson jock strap. He's not better than Chris Harris. He's not better than Keith.
Stop.
That's a fact.
Stop. You're not even about to stop playing with Rondé Barber like that ever in your life. Stats don't lie.
If you got a fan, take care of that real quick.
Stats lie all the time.
Okay, so niggas checked off Rondé Barber and we checked off the other nigga he said. So who else early? What other 2000s corner?
Dude, you haven't even named 7. You guys haven't named 7.
Asante
Samuel.
Asante Samuel. What's wrong with
Asante Samuel?
No,
Asante Samuel's not good.
Asante Samuel.
No, he was good.
He's not better than Jalen Ramsey. He's not better than Stephon Gilmore. He's not better than fucking what's his name? Patrick Peterson. Richard Sherman. Who's next? That's all. Who's next?
Tyler.
Did we say Champ?
He's not better than Sherman. He's not
better than Antoine Winfield.
Antoine Winfield's not better than Sherman. He's not better than Pat Pete.
Charles Tillman.
Charles Tillman's not better than Pat Pete. He's not better than Sherman. He's not better than Chris Harris. Check.
It just gets worse. This is a bad.
Why is hold up? We got to be honest too, bro.
Let's be honest.
Because he can say words, bro. He can say words. We gotta factor this too. If a nigga had 4 good years or 5 good years, bro, let's not act like the niggas I'm naming, bro. We talking about 10, 12 years of literally elite play, bro. Like, so when you say a nigga like Chris Harris, as good as no, but I'm being honest though. We talking about greatness. I'm being honest. When we talk about niggas like Chris Harris, right? You gonna say niggas ain't better than Chris Harris? Chris Harris for how many 3 years? I can tell you, I can argue that Jason Badder for the Eagles for 3 years was a top 5 guy. That don't make him better than other niggas. A nigga like Jason Badder for 3 years with a top 5 to 7 D lineman.
Early, you spoke
off of his productivity.
You spoke some Zadeh, you high? Because you're chatting right now. He has no argument for no top 5 shit, bro. Come on, bro.
I said I can argue for 3 years, nigga. That's what I'm saying to you. What years are you naming? What years are you naming Chris Harris to be top? Though?
Chris Harris from like 2014 to like 2018. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's just 4 years. That's 4 years.
He was damn good. And also, too, y'all brought up these other corners.
So you taking Tyler Lock? You taking Chris Harris 4 or 5 years over Tyler Lock?
No, but here's the thing. No, I'm not. But here's my thing, though. With the main guys that played in the era, that was the two best, are better than every corner y'all named besides Charles Woodson and Champ Bailey. Every single one of them, he did better than all of them.
Nobody you name is better than Asante Samuel. Nobody you name.
Are you fucking out of your mind?
Richard Sherman's not better than Asante Samuel?
Oh my
I know y'all don't know no fucking football. Y'all don't know football. Y'all the same shit. Let's look at the fucking numbers. Let's look at numbers. Let numbers speak. Fuck what I got to say. Let's let numbers speak. Y'all niggas think the wrong they ball.
I'm letting him do his thing. Letting him do his thing.
No, listen. I want numbers. I want numbers.
I just want to let y'all know. Hey, chat, hold on. Chat, I just want to let you know this is early man's. Number 2, nigga, you said with a straight face. Yeah. Asante Samuel. Asante motherfucking Samuel.
You don't know football, bro.
It's better.
You don't know football. If you think Asante Samuel's one of them, how the fuck do you think his son got in the league, bro?
Can you provide an actual argument? Like, bro,
son got in the league to play football on his own.
Niggas, and this is why. And Donnie, do you see why I hate on the older guys now? Do you see why I gotta deal with
No, haters are haters, bro. Don't try to explain your hateration, bro.
Generation 2.
What does Asante Samuel do better than Richard Sherman?
How do we hate the younger generation if we watching them, bro? That don't even make sense.
Hold on. What does Asante Samuel do better than Richard Sherman? Because the best thing Asante Samuel was at, he was a ball hog. He ain't even close to Richard Sherman. He ain't even close to that. Nigga, Richard Sherman.
Let him answer. Let him answer.
Richard Sherman had 16 picks in 2 years.
Let him answer.
I like Asante too.
What is Samuel better than?
Oh, you think Richard Sherman's better ball hog than Asante Samuel?
Hell yeah, not even close.
I mean, I don't think. Hold on. I don't think. Hold on. Let me get something clear. I don't think
Richard Sherman's a better corner.
I don't think Asante Samuel's a better corner than Richard Sherman. But Asante Samuel is one of the great. Hold on, wait a minute. I don't think Richard Sherman's a better. I mean, I don't think Asante Samuel's a better corner than Sherman. Don't get me wrong. But if we're going to argue anything, for Asante, he was a ball hog, bro. That was his greatest attribute.
Back-to-back seasons of 8 interceptions. Back-to-back seasons of 8 interceptions.
In 2 back-to-back seasons, he had 16 picks in 2 years.
And he played on the league and boom on the back secondaries of football, bro. Like what? Like what? He didn't benefit. He didn't benefit from Earl Thomas and Cam Chancellor, bro. Bobby Wagner. Like what do you mean?
Hold on, Trent. Hold on. Richard Sherman.
I mean, Asante Samuel had 16 interceptions in 2 years too. So.
That's what I'm about. Hey, listen. I was gonna let him talk with that. I was gonna let him talk with that, and I was gonna go. I was gonna let him talk with that.
But Richard Sherman had more too. Like the way
let Donnie go, Trent. Let Donnie go.
Richard Sherman in his first 4 seasons had 24 interceptions. 24. What are we talking about?
Wait. Asante seasons had more than 24 interceptions.
Asante Samuel was on a bum-ass defense.
Asante Samuel had hella interceptions as well.
And this is why I say film is needed. Because niggas love to bring, he benefited from Legion of Boom.
I only go off of film. Bro.
Hefe, can you explain cover 3 to me?
Oh.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, we gotta wrap it up.
See, yes. Violates people.
Can you explain cover 3 to me?
Yes. Corner cover everywhere between the hash to the sideline from the line of scrimmage.
You do understand in that shit where if their receiver go deep and Warrell Rich Sherman side, that's his man, right?
But I understand. You don't gotta break it down. I'm there.
If you're hit,
you thought you had him though. Now we're gonna go back. You thought you had him.
Yeah, I know. He's walking right where I want to because Asante Samuel had nobody. Because you know the thing you need the most in cover 3 is like fucking safety. You need a safety to get any pick or any attention. Otherwise, you know what's gonna happen every time in cover 3. You gonna get some shit cooked every time. It don't matter who you playing against.
Just because Asante Samuel didn't have the guys around like Richard Sherman, niggas ran a cover 3 one high safety. Richard Sherman still had an island on his own that he had to guard. Just because he had big name guys like Cam.
No shit, and he was 6'3", 190. So that shit helped like fuck.
You do realize, hold on, as a ball hog, but Trent, as a ball hog, you do understand Richard Sherman only had over 5 picks 2 times his career, right?
Okay.
And
okay, Ashanti Samuel. Wait. Ashanti Samuel in his career had six times he had over 5 picks. He had a 10-pick season, a 9-pick season, a 7-pick season, a 7-pick season, a 5-pick season. So how is a nigga better ball hawk than a nigga when they played the same amount of years and one nigga has 51 interceptions? Come on, bro. You gotta make no sense.
Wait, I can eat through this right now.
Wait, you also do understand pass deflections come into fucking being a ball hawk too, right?
Yeah, this is irrelevant, bro. Even if you're not arguing for the ball hawks, bro, like the coverage gap is enough to put Richard Sherman.
No, but we're not. Hold on. No. Josh. Again, I'm gonna say it again. I think Richard Sherman is better as a corner, but you just tried to tell. Listen, I'm gonna give you that. You're right. He was a better cover corner than Ashanti Samuel. But we're talking about ball hawks. Ashanti Samuel like top 4 all time in picks. We're talking about 30. Wait. We're talking about 2 niggas who both played 10 years. One nigga's had 51 pick. The other nigga had 37. How can you honestly say a nigga's a better ball hawk than a nigga who has almost 15 more picks than him?
Hey, but just to make it clear, bro. Hey, who had 37?
Earlie, say if I
Richard Sherman.
Oh, okay.
Earlie, say if I do give you that, right? This nigga said that Asante Samuel is better than Richard Sherman. But if you want to say the
I don't think that.
I don't think that either.
If you want to say the ball hawking ability is relatively the same, cool. But the coverage wise between man and zone, nigga, please. Nigga, stop it.
But that's the same argument as what's Cuz from Dallas 7 Diggs. Diggs and Marchand. Yes, the fuck it is. Yes, the fuck it is. One takes chances, one don't. It's all different coverages, bro. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. One takes chances, the other one don't. It's simple. It's simple. No, I'm not, bro.
This conversation. Chill. Fellas.
You said I tried it, bro. You ain't hear what I said. I said.
Nah, hold up. We're chilling. All right.
It's a hell of a show.
Time to wrap it up. Hey, it was fun for over 2 hours watching y'all battle. Too much. Hey, it's crazy. We was talking all that, but Brandon Marshall is gonna be the highlight of this podcast. Y'all talked about him,
bro. I literally saw Donnie's line today. I didn't think that was.
That's why I changed the title of this. But we will see you guys on Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for watching. And God damn, Brandon Marshall, stay safe, bro. Jesus Christ.
Make sure you spit on it.
Hey, I love you, Brandon. You're still one of my favorite receivers ever.
Jesus.